Basketball from Shaq here. I love Omega B streams.
calling yourself from the future to tell yourself you're going to be late.
Hi, chat. Welcome in. Sorry. Trying to get stuff set up. Fucking nothing is cooperating today. Welcome in. Oh my god. Sorry. Let me get some caffeine. Sorry I'm so late. I'm not multi-streaming today. I'm just live on Twitch. I did not feel like fucking with that or watching two chats or whatever. Although the last time I did it, I didn't have nearly as big of a problem with bots or whatever. I just had a random person be like, I've been awake for a while, Harlequin. So that tells you about how I'm feeling today. Just that, you know, I went live and instantly got a collab question mark. Collab question mark. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bot. Or somebody that just like sits there and waits for channels to go live and then tries to scoop viewership. It's like the people that auto raid with like they're not even live and they just have it set up to spam raids on people. Not that kind of day. It's been I mean, that was the last like 12 hours, but more than that. The last almost 24 hours for me has just been a big ol' what the fuck. Where are you guys? Hello, it's me. I am live on the screen. And then I was ready to go live. I was ready to go live about 40 minutes ago. And I hit start stream and it was like, hey, do you want to reinstall your graphics card drivers? Because you're going to have to reinstall your graphics card drivers to go actually stream. Thank you for the pats. Thank you for the pats. Bye, you. My mower broke twice over the past week. I ordered a new one. Hell yeah. I mean, not hell yeah that your mower broke, but fucking John Deere probably cost you like an absurd amount of money. Every time I pass lawnmowers at like any sort of store, I'm just like, I would like to not take out a mortgage for, I'm looking this shit up now. Pros and cons of Z950M. Yeah, I almost just said fuck it. And no, more than 3K. More than 3K. I almost said fuck it. And did not stream today just because I did not feel like being entertaining. And then my computer was fighting me. But I said, fuck it. We'll go live. We'll hang out. I'll play something. Every time I hear a word lawnmower, I think of Matt Oza. Why Matt? What did Matt do? What did Matt do? Oh. Post? I didn't even see that it said post amen of Jesus ballin'. Holy shit. He loves lawnmowers. I feel like this is a euphemism. Hi, Animus. Welcome. It's an absolutely ridiculous price. It's probably the last one I'll ever have to buy. I mean, that's like the world these days. That's like you either buy like 27 times and it might catch your house on fire, or you spend way too much money. I don't know. I don't even know. I think I'm like past the point of criticizing anyone for buying anything, because I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, it's like, if my mower catches my house on fire, I'm blaming you now. I shouldn't have even said it. It would be my luck. No, we still judge. I can't, man. Like, I there are some things, sure, but something like a lawnmower, like I get it. Unless it was like previously owned by the Saudi royal family or something, and Linus Tech Tips rolls that bitch out of an airplane or like airport hangar. Like, I don't think I get to judge. I can judge someone who complains about bills. Okay, that's different though. That's 100% valid. 120 like mobile subs too. I like giving free money to Google and Apple. I gotta get Brave pulled up. Brave, where are you? I want to look at this lawnmower. Not Scrandal. I vote we ban him until proven changed. You let me have my $2.50. That $2.50 is very that's Brainy. That's your $2.50. Brainy, that is literally your money that you would be taking away. Like 95% of them. So I just open the browser, open Chrome, and you can just gift subs via that and save yourself so much. Then you can gift more subs. Oh yeah, we did, like way back in the day. But I mean, Bayou's not like, okay, Bayou is the exact type of, I don't mean this in a negative way, Bayou, but like you are the type of person that I would expect to be like, yeah, whatever, fuck it, I'm gifting on mobile. But you don't have, how many fucking channels, how many different channels do you watch enough to subscribe to, Bayou? Like, if you had to guess, is it like 10 or fewer? I'm assuming. Just yours. Okay. So you are the exact kind of person that I would expect to be like, I'm just doing the gift sub button on the mobile app. And that's like a negative. When I talk to someone who's like, no, I watch Twitch all day, every day, and like I'm active in all these communities, and they're like, I just like to light money on fire and do everything through mobile. I'm just like, what? Huh? I'll get that on Lita's channel. Well, yeah, I mean, but still, you're still like this other person that we're talking about are just like they no joke are like I sub to 120 different channels. I sub to 120 different channels, and I refuse to do. I refuse to open a browser. I did start watching Twitch on mobile, and that's when I did my first 5 subs. Right, like, and that's fine. Like when you're a new Twitch user, before you know the ways of literally opening a browser on your phone, logging into Twitch, and not being bullied into spending extra money, like, it's all relative, right? Like, at the end of the day, but especially when you start complaining about it. Like when you try to make that like a shtick, that's my thing. Is I'm the guy that subs on mobile and then I complain about needing money for food. I'm like, brother, you've lost the plot. I don't even remember my Twitch login. I would probably have to guess my password a few times while you, if I'm being completely honest. I was just too lazy at the beginning as well, but I never complained. Fair. My password is a string of nonsense. I have a couple of like sentence-based passwords that like rotate and change depending on like times of year and things like that. Like it's so like I try to not just have a string of nonsense because then I can't possibly remember it, and I don't have like a vault set up on my phone. So I hate the idea of being like out and about and needing a password and being like, fuck, I'm not at home. You know what I mean? My password will now be a string of nonsense with a capital letter and a number and a symbol. You got to work those in there somewhere. Yeah, bro. I just past 24 hours has just been like a real punch in the dick, man. Real punch in the dick, but I wanted to get on and at least stream today and hang out with everybody. I knew that like as difficult as it was to hit the start stream button today, and as much as I didn't feel like being entertaining, I knew it's funny how this works, but like I knew that going live and hanging out with everybody would be good for my mental. So I was just like, I guess I fucking gotta. Chat, did you know if you post your password in chat, Twitch automatically censors it? Exactly. That's not Brainy's password at all. They put that password there to trick you. Our parasocial bee. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy streaming. Okay. It doesn't even have to be parasocial. Bro, when he's like that food reviewer guy, my disappointment is immeasurable. Head on. Yeah, no, really. I like, I don't really want to be too specific or talk about it much on stream, Brainy. Like, I'm fine talking about it too. I just like it's like I know that the thing that happened wasn't personal, and it was just like a in the moment vibe check, and the coin flip went in an L direction. But you know, I can't help but be like a bit bummed, you know? So I it's kind of like shit talking somebody that you're having drama with when you know that you're still going to be friends with them. I'm whatever. If I wanted anything, I just write a Reddit post calling him a moron. I know. Like you, I know that you're fine. And like, I even talked to Oakham about it too. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm sure like none of this is on you. It's just like, you can't help but feel like a fucking dumbass when you constantly hype somebody up and convince a friend to put in time and effort only for it to be shit on in that was like the worst possible way that could have played out. I guess instead of vague posting about it, we can just talk about it. Last stream, I convinced Brainy and Oakham to edit videos for Webby's clip contest thing that he was doing. And I thought that Brainy put together and I still think that Brainy put together a fantastic video that would have fit the vibe of Wubby's stream perfectly fine. Like if he had played it, he would have been like, you made a good edit. It okay, honestly, I don't know. It depends on how chat would have taken it. If chat would have eaten it up, I'm sure he would have been like, hell yeah, dude, awesome job. Like that's fucking good editing. If chat had been cold on it, he probably would have been like, hey man, thanks for submitting. It didn't really fit the vibe of what I was going for. Like, and that would have been perfectly fine. That would have been perfectly fine. But to say your name and then be like, oh, this guy just made an edit of my gameplay. It's just a gameplay edit. I don't even want to show this. Next. Like, brother, what are we doing here? All of these are edits of your gameplay. He said not an edit even. He kept like switching the way that he was describing things. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? I think that was ESL debuff, American type thinking. It's just a clip. I think so too. I think what he was trying to say is, oh, it's just my gameplay. There's not much done to it. And it's like, I can see, because what happened was, Brainy, I'm like, this is not to make excuses for Wubby, because I think that this was a huge fucking L moment for him. Like, I'm still a fan. I'm still gonna watch his streams. Like, does this bum me out? And am I like, what the fuck, bro? I expected better. Absolutely. But like, what happened is, I think he read your title and it had nothing to do with like the actual video. And it's kind of like self promo in a chat, right? Like, I think it probably would have been glossed over if it hadn't mentioned, you know, like a VTuber asked me to make this, right? But like that threw him off, and then he off screen like scrolled through the video a little bit. And then just saw like grid stuff and then said that. Like, I think that he vibe checked it and it was just a really bad take. I was half tempted to grab him saying that and put it over any edit made in the video. Honestly, dude, I wouldn't blame you at all. Nah, fuck him. That's fair. I tried to think about it from the perspective of like someone running that competition. And like, I don't think it's the right call, but I think that's what happened. And I think nah, fuck him is honestly like a perfectly acceptable conclusion to arrive at. So, you know, I think about it, filtering the good ones. What? Like, if it was a promo, just have chat go No, I agree, dude. I agree. And like, it's kind, there was that one VTuber, like, sort of hope core edit that was in there where chat kind of was like, what the fuck? And like, some people got it. Some people thought it was great. Some people didn't. But like, it wasn't promo for me at all. It's just like, you know, you didn't think that the title had anything to do with anything, and it turns out he was introducing the videos by reading their titles. And like, if I remember correctly, he did not read out any portion of your title, right? Like, literally none of it. So it's just, if anything, he could go, oh, that's irregular. I agree. That's the vibe I was going for. I agree. Like, I 100%, like I said, massive fucking L moment, L take, like huge L all around. Like, it was a shame that it played out that way. And it made me feel fucking stupid. It made me feel so fucking stupid. And like so disappointed. So like entire stream was Lamau. He should rethink the fuck he doing. Bro, that was what was so baffling to me. Imagine editing for someone who doesn't respect editing. The crazy part about the whole thing was so baffling to me, dude, because he knows how to edit. He is the one that used to edit all of his shit. Like he used to work a 9 to 5 stream and edit all of his shit. He used to do all of that. He understands how it works. It was like I did not know who the fuck I was watching last night because it was just so low effort. Like he's done like film competitions and editing competitions before, and they had everybody submitted stuff. They had their team like pre-filter it. And the stream was him sitting there. It was like him and Alex and like one or two other people, like Carlos and Peanut. And they got fed videos. They talked about it. They reacted to it live. And like there was seemingly way more effort put into the stream. And like I think I hope the Karma Strike, I just hope Karma Strikes he gets fuck all next time. I mean, it's just like this time. He said that he had like no submissions, but at the end of the day, when your community has like one of the most active communities on Twitch, man. Like, people are gonna submit. No pre-filters. So the video made it through the pre-filtering and then that reaction. Yeah, like I think that there was a very, very base level of pre-filtering, but not very much, because there were videos that made it through that were like too long. I don't think there was any. I think that there was absolutely pre-filtering, because he was considering the dude was like what? Clip named N-word. Yeah, but like I think that dude changed the name of the title after submission. You can do that. He picked it from the Google forums. Maybe you're right. I would love to know. Honestly, if there was zero pre-filtering, I feel like that's insane. But there's no way, Brainy, like let's be so for real. I don't think that they're going to let one of the biggest streamers on Twitch watch videos that weren't pre-watched, right? Like somebody from the team watched all of those videos. So like I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what the N-word thing was. I don't know if they just changed the name of the video to try to bait him into saying it. Like I don't know. But like I would be so fucking flabbergasted if Booty didn't watch every single one of those videos and that they didn't filter some of them. Because he said that they had like 180 submissions. And there's no way that we watched 180 videos. There's simply no way that we watched 180 videos in that stream, because it did not go on very far or very long after y'all left. There should obviously be pre-filtering as well as live pre-clicking each URL and sending it over and download it. And that's how I feel like they've done it before in the past. Like I was so fucking surprised at what we got last night. 180 a minute each. Bro can't watch all these. That sounds disappointing, but maybe he just had a bad day or something. The moment that it happened, it was just the moment that he skipped Brainy's clip specifically, it was just a really shitty way to have done it. So like Thor, I get that, like maybe you just had a bad day or something. And it's like I said earlier, like I think it was just a bad take, a bad decision. And it is what it is. Bad day or not, that's no excuse in a competition. I mean, it was a very casual competition, but yes, I agree, Brainy. I think all the other videos he skipped with the same nonchalance. Think about all the other videos he skipped with the same nonchalance. Well, like there were only a couple videos that he skipped like that where he said the people's names. Like I think that was one of the worst parts about Brainies is he was like, this next submission's from Brainy Epic, and then he like stumbles over like not wanting to play it. And it's like, okay, bro, what the fuck? I feel disrespected. I feel disrespected hearing not an edit. Yeah, no, I agree. I fucking agree, dude. I agree. Like it's not even an edit or whatever the fuck he said. It was, bro, as a big Wubby fan, it was a really, really embarrassing moment for me. Not to make this about me, but it was super fucking embarrassing. I mean, I have watched this dude for years at this point. I have met him at conventions, you know, like I talk about him on stream all the time. It's not like he needs me to do that. It's not like he has any idea that I do that, but he's someone that I looked up to in the space, a content creator that I get a lot of inspiration from. And I show him off and I'm like, oh yeah, dudes, like, let's hop in on this. It's going to be a good time no matter what. Like win or not, it's going to be a good time, surely, because that's what I expect from this kind of thing from him. And then it's a complete cluster. And I'm like, well, this is now embarrassing and I feel dumb. And I've wasted a friend of mine's time, multiple friends of mine's time. Like, what the fuck? So I don't really know his content. So that's the only thing I come up with from what I've heard. Yeah. You're the only reason I even know about him. Yeah, when I lived with Bayou, I would subject Bayou to Webby streams, and we would sit in the living room and watch him open Pokemon cards and shit, or whatever goofy shit he was up to at the time. B's got us flabbergasted with the behavior, especially because you imagine better and then also encourage your friends to enter. It's sad, really. It is, dude. Like, and like at the end of the day, I don't think it was anything personal. I just think he made an in the moment decision that was a really shit one. But I also 100% would take it personally if I was Brainy. Like, I would 100% take it personally. Like, that's so fucking, it was incredible. It was an incredibly disrespectful thing to do. Like, incredibly disrespectful thing to do. To one of the few people in the competition who, like, that's his fucking job. Like what the fuck? I take it personally, and for others who submitted things. The whole thing was actually weird. I agree. I think it was really, really poorly run. His job is to stream, and guess what? He can't even do that. Wah, no time. Fuck off. I can't even be like, no, I don't think you should say that. Like, I do not blame you for feeling like that at all. I do not blame you for feeling like that at all. Like, I understand that you're busy, dude. I understand, but you asked all of these people to edit content for you as part of this like community competition thing. And then you just, the execution of the stream was just shit. The fuck you mean busy? He's absolute bro. He absolutely, he is involved in off stream content as well. Make better time slots. He does all sorts of stuff, and they've expanded on that with more off stream videos. They just launched the Patreon. He's got a bunch of other business shit going on, man. Oh, sorry, it's a competition. Apparently it's not a serious thing then. No, I mean, it is a serious thing. I have no sympathy, and I don't blame you. Tats, welcome in. That reaction is sad for the time put into the video. It's kind of to be expected to be roasted, right? Like, if you submit something bad, it's expected to be roasted. Like, he's gonna be over the top and dramatic about it, right? But the problem is we never even made it. He literally did the most disrespectful. he literally did the most disrespectful, shittiest thing he possibly could have done, which was disrespecting the time and effort that went into something. He didn't even give the video a chance to understand what he was shitting on. And like, that feels bad for everybody involved. What do you expect from a big community, by the way? All gems. Right. Yeah. Like, in that, it's in the message that I sent him, I was like, hey man, you know, I really wanted us to have some good stuff to watch because you said that you had absolute dog shit to work with. So like my fucking bad, I guess, question mark. So I don't think Brainy is petty, but putting that argument aside, that's unreasonable. I think I think Brainy can be very petty. And I do not blame Brainy at all. I mean, have you read the change description? Yeah. Did you make the update that Tinko suggested? I guarantee you if he reads it, he'll be like, and competition. I'm ESL. Just put a big ESL warning. I like petty Brainy. Me too. Honestly, the motherfucker deserves to spill water on his keyboard after such a lazy execution of something like that. So, like, it's, you know, it's just one of those things that it was so unnecessary for it to go down like that. It was so unnecessary for it to go down like that. If we make it bigger, I'll read it. I think he's in his right here. That ain't petty. It's just factually stupid. It is. It was really, really fucking dumb, man. Not an edit. All right, dude. I should have just put a movie clip at the front to grab your attention or something. Sorry for keeping you as the star of the show. Totally valid. Like you laughing at the absurdity of what he did there. If you want a competition, even good vibes in the community, then respect our time and watch stuff. If you guys couldn't pre-watch things, then leave it for the next day instead. I know you even complained about the lack of submissions. Just do this when you suddenly have too many. Free content and you are complaining. Editing is my job. I took time away from it to do this, and it wasn't even played for chat. It would get a 0 because not MLG or whatever, but your rules were so ass to begin with that you just made that up on the fly. I took the example as an ironic post since it was in both categories, and who in their right mind put that as a serious example anyways? Also totally valid. Like, genuinely, there should have been a couple of examples for each category for people to understand what the fuck they actually wanted. I should have just went to jerk off for 2 hours instead of working on this. At least I would get something out of it instead. -1 follow channel on Twitch and my friend feeling like shit. Yep. I hope you spill water on your keyboard. Sincerely, Brainy. I legitimately do not blame you at all. Original description as follows. Who's together in like 2 hours total. SFX and subs took the most time. Lamau was fun though. Good energy. Gap below. It's not a montage type shit. I usually edit shorts for yapping VTubers instead of gameplay. Also, I didn't realize at first it was restricted to a vertical format, or wasn't restricted to a vertical format. But just like that dude was on the blue team on defense, I'm gonna go back and redo it in horizontal format. Plus, the vertical makes it way funnier, and Salt was fine anyways. Blame OMGBs for making me submit anything, but don't give him any of the possible prize money. I thought that your description was cute. Like, I don't feel like there was any, like, I thought that was perfectly fine. I do not know why that. I do not know why that stream was so low effort. And I do not know why he reacted the way that he did. It was like, you can roast somebody for something and it's funny. Like I'll take that. Like you could roast me, for something submitted to a contest. That's part of what you're signing up for. But like what happened here was just bad vibes. What happened here was just disrespectful. And like I hate seeing that, dude. I really, really fucking hate seeing that. Because he's one of my favorite streamers. Like this dude is a huge inspiration for me and the content that you guys enjoy. Like you guys are here enjoying my content because this dude is a huge inspiration to me. And now I feel like a fucking idiot and got to watch one of my friends be just like straight up disrespected. So, bro's like a real life male version of a French VTuber to me. I know exactly what you're talking about and I do not blame you. And like that's like the even worse part about this, right? Is that now I get to feel like awkward about bringing this dude up on stream. Now I can't pull up another funny thing that he's done on stream. We can't talk about it and enjoy it. Like now I like it's weird for me to be like, like I say can't, like I can, right? And I will. But like now there's gonna be like it's gonna make it weird for me. And there was no reason for it to get to that point. There was no reason for it to play out like this, but it did. And man, it just feels bad. It literally just feels bad. Like he's the kind of dude, like I think he's a good dude. So it just feels bad. I think he is he's a good dude and one of the most real ones in the space. So it's just like extra confusing that it played out like this. It's like a real never meet your fucking heroes type moment. And I wasn't expecting that. So like, we're talking about Pay Money Wubby. We're talking about Wubby. We've watched a bunch of his shit on the channel before. Like we've done streams that he's done before. Like I've taken inspiration directly from and do all of the time take inspiration directly from what that motherfucker's up to. And it just had a weird fucking moment that didn't need to happen. So feels bad, man. Feels bad. It was real. And the other person that you're talking about, the French VTuber that he's talking about, Sarway. Fuck vague posting, man. He's talking about Sarway. Was it Sarway looking for editors or like some kind of art thing that it was like the response was just like insane from what I remember. It was an art contest. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's been a minute now, right? But like the mods were weird. Whoa. What do you mean mods being weird around a large female content creator? She ghosted the winners or something? Mac, welcome in, dude. Oh, more shitting the bed's gonna run on a sheet soon. It's been so long on the Sarway thing. Like, I remember it being so like, what the fuck? And like her attitude about it being so what the fuck that it just like, it just turned me off from her content. Like, I've just never really. Boobs, thank you for the check-in. I've never really synced back up with her content. Like, I don't know anything about Sarway. Literally nothing. So like, you can consider this as much shit talking as you want. But like, it was just the kind of thing that happened where I and like enough people talked about it, like that I was friends with, that were like, yeah, this is fucked up, that I was just like, oh, okay, well maybe not. Yeah, I I never expected to have a Sorrowway moment with Wubby. So, Spyro, thank you for the check-in. I'm not online enough to know what happens to people. You know what? You're better for it, Bob. You're better for it. You're better for it. This one was just like, this one was so much more disappointing to me than the Sorrowway one, because it was something that I just did not expect, man. And again, like, not to make this about me, but it made me feel really, really fucking dumb, man. It made me feel really fucking dumb. We will. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be fine. You know, I just, it'll be a month or two before I drag Wubby's goofy ass onto my stream to look at something that he's done. I just, it won't feel right to do right now. It's just a name at my periphery. I know, that's all. Just sometimes I like to know if I could contextualize it. Because I heard about it, but I'll usually be like, Bob, life is hard enough. Give soft titties and unsafe bees instead. You know what, Deathman? We love you for that. You know, I think that's a really fucking good way to think about things. Like, it's even this, as disappointing as it is, like, it's not the end of the fucking world. So I will still be snarky as with everything. And I won't blame you at all. I won't blame you at all, dude. My only hope is that he reads the DM, watches your video, and is like, oh, you know, maybe I should not have done that. The guy, man, Wubby follows me on Twitter. I don't know how the fuck that happened, honestly. But he follows me on Twitter, and I fired off a fucking DM after the stream and was like, sad to see it play out like that. You know, I kept it professional, man, but like I was just sad to see it play out like that. Was it after you gave him the booby sticker? Yeah, I had seen him at conventions a couple of times before the follow. And like I'd given Alex and all them stickers before, and like it's all, bro. They were lovely, absolutely lovely to meet. And every time I've interacted with them in person, they have been, his whole team has been wonderful. Again, like that's part of the reason why this whole fucking thing was just like so surprising and disappointing to me. So, you know. Yeah, if he unfollows, he unfollows. It is what it is. But like, I'm not gonna let that happen to my boy and be like, oh, sorry, this is a big creator. I can't say something about it. You know, and if I never get a response back from him on Twitter, I'll just post Brainy's video eventually in the Wubby subreddit and be like, hey, I just want you guys to see this, what I think is a fantastic video that my friend put together. Like it was for the community anyways. Like never meet your heroes. I better hurry up and meet you before you blow up. Nah, man. I think meeting your heroes is just like okay, and this is going to sound crazy parasocial, but let me finish here. Let me cook. Meeting your heroes is like falling in love with somebody, right? Like, even if it doesn't work out, like it's better to have loved and lost than never loved at all. And I have been fortunate enough to where like most of the people that I look up to in the streaming space or larger creators that I'm lucky enough to be acquaintances with or friend acquaintances with, whatever you want to call it. Like they've been good people. They've been good to me. So like, you know, I think it's fine to meet your heroes, but I don't think you should put them on a pedestal. I don't think you should put anybody on a pedestal. Don't put me on a pedestal, man. Listen, everybody has bad takes. Everybody does dumb things. Like, I'm going to have bad takes in the future. I'll probably do dumb shit in the future. You know, I hope that you don't write me off because of a singular thing. I hope you don't write me off because of a singular thing. So don't put B on an escalator. Yeah, Lita still talks to me and I sat on her on an escalator. That shit's crazy. It's crazy. I'd rather not meet anyone because I have my own mental image of people. And if I meet one of y'all IRL, I might have a mental breakdown. No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, hey, if that's what works for you, too late. I already dedicated my whole life to make you the God Emperor of mankind. I appreciate that, Tinko. I gotta pay the bills, man. I need some people out there promoting me. Moist, thank you for the check-in. I'll get shaken at Dokumi, see if I'm still around online after. If I get... Yeah. We'll see if you're still alive after Dokumi, Phlox. Lena, I'm not sure why you didn't block this spheroid either. I'm glad that she didn't. Escalator is fine if you claim the high ground. That's what Lita thought. Lita thought that she had the high ground, and then turns out she too short. She too short. I feel like the thing with Don't Meet Your Heroes was boomers being unable to tell reality from fiction and meeting movie actors, same way people playing bad guys get death threats. Absolutely, but there's absolutely a parallel there between like any sort of famous online personality. Like, you know, like, I'm going to be really, really, really honest with you, chat. Most of the time, I'm a lot more quiet in person than I am on stream. Like, I 100% am more dramatic and like, I like, what I think you should expect that from like literally everyone. What the fuck is this, Brainy?
I've come to make an announcement. Shattered Magic's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife.
Exactly. This bitch follows me around at Dokumi. I feel unsafe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I was just joking. Meeting a hero can be disorienting due to the fact that IRL is on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And for those of you that weren't here whenever we started talking about this, last stream, I hyped the fuck up out of Wubby's clip contest, clip tournament that he put together. I say put together, where there were two different. There was God Gamer moments of his, or Glorg Gamer, or like bad moments, and like two different categories you could submit in, and I hyped it up on stream and basically guilt tripped Brainy and Oakham into submitting content for that. And Brainy's got called out by name, but then he called it not an edit and decided to not play it. So he did not even play it. So we should call all my edits not an edit. Bro, Farm, honestly, grab him saying that and use the shit out of it. I would not blame you at all. Editor derogatory Brainy or editor not a Brainy. Milk it, yeah, dude. Absolutely. I would not blame you in the slightest. And I would love to see not an edit, Brainy. Give me some more. Directly into my veins, dude. Like I know I'm biased, right? And like you're not only are you my editor, but like you are legitimately a friend. But bro, I love the work that you do. Like even if you weren't working with me, I would still love the content that you make, man. Peak DM, what not edit was made after our movie night? All right. He mentioned Brainy by name, so up for a yoink? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Can I show this, Brainy, or is this just for me? It's for me? Okay. All right. Well, let me make sure that Discord audio is not a thing. Hold on. Y'all can't hear this, right? Monkey's paw finger curls. The not edit sounds like a good video closer to milk. Yep. The font is called Cock, by the way. Oh my god. Beautiful, Brainy. Beautiful. No, I like that. I like that. It reminds me of like like one of the old style book headers. Hot too. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. It'll be in a short later. I just, you know, life will go on. You know, I'll laugh about Wubby again on stream with everybody. But man, it didn't need to go down like that. It did not need to go down like that. And it it's honestly, it's just a shame that it did, man. It's just a shame. It's a shame that it did. I'm off to bed. Good night, Weber, dude. Thanks for swinging by. I'm sorry I started so late today. Wednesday, catch me early. Pinky promise. Pinky promise. I recently had to work on code and managed to find the coding branch brain fuck. I never want to read the code again, but I have to. What the fuck are you vanishing for, Hatu? Ugh. But yeah, how are you guys? Did y'all have a good weekend and good start to your Monday? I think he tried to test it after it didn't work for me. You had a horrible weekend? Well, that sucks. Do you want a trauma dump on chat specifically because I'm asking for it and it wouldn't be weird because I'm asking for it? Instead of being like, hey, I'm a first-time chatter, I have cancer. Skip that vibe. It's horrible and convoluted and partially undocumented. You shut the fuck up. Undocumented. That was my weekend and start the Monday. Brain fuck. I think a lot of people have been running into that with coding, Deathman. I've been hearing, like, I haven't personally experienced this, but I've read some articles on it and heard some people talking about it. But apparently all the vibe coding is coming home to roost, and people are, the same thing's happening to other people where they're like, okay, here's this fucking repository. Oh, Jesus Christ. I gonna kill myself now. What do I do with this? Back to non-EU streaming times? No, I won't be back to non-EU streaming times yet. Today was, but Wednesday I'll be live much earlier. So, even whenever I'm traveling, I'm gonna try to stream around the similar times. Yet, well, I mean, eventually, chat. Eventually, I'm gonna need to pay the bills. I'm gonna make a real attempt at editing shorts, and I'm gonna make a real attempt after my Europe trip to stream consistently and try to try to make actual money off of streaming content. But today is the wrong day to get me to argue the case for streaming as an actual job. Because like the Webby thing, man, like as somebody who like does kind of aspire to be, not kind of, like, let's just be honest. I would love to be a content creator full time. I would love to truly be a content creator, as a job. And like the whole thing with Webby was like real punch in the dick thinking about that, like I couldn't help but like lay in bed last night and be like, what the fuck am I even doing? So, Blue Roses, get some good rests. Feel better. Feel better. Be like Moon, 669 attempts, 16 days, never gave up, 0.1% achievement. I think it is becoming increasingly more difficult to be a content creator like Moonman and to make a living doing it. Like if I like just jokes and memes aside, the game is so convoluted and so like if I really wanted to scale up my YouTube presence and everything, Brainy, what we would do is we would plan out things for me to react to, and every day one of those react segments would be edited down, like not a lot of editing, just cut up and posted onto my channel. There would be a react video every day, a short every day, and then there would be one like long form, more edited video every week. But that is so fucking much, and I don't want to do that grind, dude. I do not want to do that fucking grind, man. Like I'm so much less interested in that grind. Jesse is telling me React content is boring as fuck to edit. Yeah, dude. Listen, I like the natural React content that we do here, not having to think about framing it in a way that it's going to be edited down. Posting every day will just burn you out. I know it will, but like, that's what I'm saying, is to be a successful creator in this space today, if you're being so honest, like if you can't do it yourself, you need a team of people to be making sure that content stays on schedule. Like you can say, oh, well, don't do that because it's going to burn you out. And that's totally fair and valid. But what the algorithm wants is content all the fucking time. And what people eat up is content all the fucking time. So like, it's like, if you want to actually play the game on YouTube, you are uploading content like every fucking day. I ain't reacting to nothing. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But like, for me as someone who wants to be, -1 viewer, for someone that wants to like achieve success in the space, like I feel like that's just an honest, and not just like moderate success, like someone that wants to make a real living and like money that you can fucking retire on in the space. Like you have to put out there has to be a consistent content pipeline. And it has to be, you have to be feeding the platforms. And we're only talking about YouTube. Bro, if you want to grow on Twitter or any of the other platforms, you have to be posting there constantly too. And like, I just don't like, I long for the days when all you had to do was hit start stream. It's not really like, yeah, bro, like, yes, there are obviously exceptions to that rule, right? But like, if you want the best shot at achieving success through consistency, then that grind is how it works now. So yes, consistent is fine 3 or 4 times a week, but also a lot of luck needs to be on your side. Sure, right. Like, sure. But still, like, you can tank the whole luck thing by putting out consistently good content. You really can. Like, give you 1K, hell yeah, dude. I'm really happy to see that video do well. Divided market has benefits, but also major drawbacks. Having things more spread now makes the snowball harder. Yeah. 3 to 4 times a week still means every time, same days. Clockwork consistency is needed, or it's downhill. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think a big part of the reason why I have, there's a whole lot of streamers. Okay, let's think about male VTubers. Okay. Let's think about male VTubers. How many male VTubers like actually stick around for 4+ years and have I think my average CCV here recently has been like 40 plus. Like how many stick around for 4 years and actually maintain an audience? Like I have a community that I really, really love and adore. And I think I'm very, very fortunate to have the community that I do have. But like, I think that a big part of the reason that I have a community 4+ years into streaming that is more than literally 5 people is the fact that my Saturdays have been a disaster, but you can expect me to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can expect me to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at a somewhat consistent time. There's been times where that's kind of floated around a little bit, but like genuinely, I feel like a big part of my success here is that I am fairly consistent, and you know what to expect from me, right? Someone is doing some heavy lifting, whatever, man. Okay, my Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays have at least usually stuck around like the hour that I'm supposed to go live, right? Right? Also, Twitter changed something up to boost retweets, I think. Twitter is such a different fucking language to me. Like, I only argue the algorithm, by the way. It's a pure guesswork to begin with. You see what does well, but be a day off or so and rip. Yeah, absolutely. Mello says, if I get burnout watching people daily, I can't imagine how producing. Yeah, no, I Mellow Roses, I'm the same kind of viewer as you. I don't care if it's my favorite content creator in the fucking world. I'm not going to watch their stream every day. There are some friends that I can watch their streams like every fucking day, but they don't even stream every fucking day. But yeah, like I can't watch people daily, but the algorithm I really and most people really do like require that consistency to be there to stay a regular viewer. So oh yeah, absolutely. I think it already has a community built, so one doesn't have to worry about it. Well, I think you can just throw random stuff once you become big and it will still end up on feeds. Oh yeah, 1,000,000%. I would watch bees every day, and I appreciate that. I think I could stream pretty close to every day. Part of me wants to go live every weekday. Part of me literally wants to go live every weekday and see how that goes. But I don't know. It's hard to break out of the cycle, always will be, and it's sad. I mean, I think it's kind of natural that it works like that, but I think it's like with most things. Like the truth is somewhere in the middle. Like you can make an argument for like, oh, you still need a lot of luck. You can make an argument for, oh, if you're calculated and do all the right things, you have a good shot at making it. Like, you got to have the right connections. You gotta do the right stuff. Like, creatures of habit is the norm for humanity. It is. And that's like, I'm not trying to be like negative or take advantage, but it's a lot easier to show up when you know when you're supposed to show up. It's natural, but many who would make great stuff would fall through the cracks. I am pretty like hard on myself. Like it doesn't matter how many viewers I have. I could have the however many are here right now. Don't tell me. Or I could have 1,000 times that amount, and I'm still gonna be kind of fucking like kind of just like shocked that people want to show up and hang out and enjoy the content. But like I appreciate the fuck out of the fact that people do want to come hang out with me. And I love that. Like I really like I enjoy the fuck out of streaming. And yet there have still been times Yeah, and it you know, it varies with mental and stuff. You know, I've had some crazy shit happen over the past year, but there's still times where I'm just like, you know, do I really want to do this? You know, like do I really because I dedicate a lot of time to. Yeah, I'm not saying that like, oh my god, my life is so hard and I could stream more, but like I still put a lot of time into this, and especially whenever I was working a 9 to 5, like I didn't have a lot of free time outside of my content creation stuff. So it's 5K people here. We top Lily. That's a crazy sentence. Don't want to clip that out of context. Make this spheroid work. We are not beating the male VTuber allegations. We are not. I will stick to people that have schedules because otherwise I don't know to check. There's a lot of people like you, Tats. There's a lot of people. And I think that like we'll just go ahead and bring up Wubby already. I've consistently watched Wubby streams for years at this point. And it's because I knew that motherfucker would be live at 6:30 my time on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I just know that that's his schedule. I just know that that's his schedule. So like, I don't need to be like, is he going to be live? He's going to be live. So I enjoy the fuck out of your content. I'm glad for Lita sharing you, which is a daisy chain of Lesh sending me to Lita, and Lesh I met through Riku. So it's a journey and I'm still glad for it. And you know what? I love that about this space, Deathman. And there's a lot of people that I follow because of a similar chain of events, and I've made friends through content creation, and like I've met amazing people through it. And like, you know, you watch one VTuber playing Raft that raids into eye candy, and then through Candle you meet Twin, and then Twin makes you a VTuber model, and then I have a bunch of fucking VTuber siblings. And then I'm hanging out with Lumi in Finland. Like, the fuck is that even? BBP, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. Blizzy, good to see you, dude. I have CBC to blame. That's an insane statement. Polka Dog, thank you for the check-in, dude. It's always the Italians' fault. So you know, listen, content creation has cost me a lot and also brought me a lot. So I got some pretty, I'm so deep into this now, and I've been around for so long that I'm going to be honest. I have some pretty complicated emotions whenever it comes to thinking about VTubing and where I fit in the space and like what I'm doing here. But like, you know, you're talking to somebody that, bro, I found I've been on Twitch for ages, but I found VTubing during the pandemic while I was going through a fucking divorce. And then through content creation, I've met and made many friends, and I've done a lot of cool stuff, and I've archived a bunch of cool stuff, and I'm going to be able to look back on that and be like, that was a fantastic fucking time. But it's also cost me a dream job, and it's also complicated the fuck out of my life. Like, you know, there's, I feel like it makes it especially heavy when something fucking stupid and unnecessary happens to cause me, you know, sadness in this space. Like the editing competition. It's especially what the fuck, because, you know, I have plenty invested in this, and it sucks to feel bad about it. So sorry, we're too European for your American non-employer. It's all good, man. Like it is what it is. It is what, who needs a 6-figure job anyways? I can just get sub money from Daddy Bezos. As long as the Italian stallion never works with Mel anyways, that's crazy. PayPal me $30,000. I could use chat. I could use another $30,000. We got any primers in chat? We got any primers in chat? Every job is 6 figures now. You just
Shut the fuck up.
you just stack zeros in front. Oh my god. That really is today's world, huh? Just dress it up to make it look how you want it to. Stack donuts on it? That's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't priming anything. It was very hurtful. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I'm just the bee on the internet here, and I'm having a good time doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. I may have to revert back to less friendly EU times. I hope that's not the case. You know, hopefully I can find... Yo, March 21st. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pollination. Tico, thank you for the resub. 57 months. Holy shit. I don't have Prime. This thing was staring at me for the past couple of streams. Appreciate it, dude. Use your bilkers. I have used my bilkers. I feel like the bilkers have been very powerful, and I absolutely experienced growth after the bilkering. So, you know, every job can be a 6-figure job in the right currency. I hope I find something that's a good work-life balance and doesn't make me want to, you know, jump off a fucking bridge or something. The power of Vietnamese dong, that is a statement. True, those jugs grew a lot since then. Does anybody watch the new Tom Scott video this week? We're gonna scrandle before I start Vostok. Grodies. Damn, dude. Think of the 295 stream streak. That's crazy. Oh, God. This is going to be a cheery video to watch. I mean, I'm working as ground crew for an airport. I'm making close to 6 figures for my second job ever. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Pickle, thank you for 11 months. Thank you very much.
The next stop.
I don't feel like, well, not right now. I'm chilling in the train room. Well, that you have a train room? Like a HO scale train room? That's badass.
On my road trip was through the uncanny valley and out the other side.
I don't know if I want to go to the uncanny valley right now, but hell yeah, let's dive in. I have an HO train running around me. That's sick. You should post pictures of that. I would love to see that.
Metaphorically, anyway, literally, I was going to Yorkshire. It's the largest historic county in England, traditionally divided into 3 ridings. Partly
I don't love those
and partly
hoes.
because I spent a good few years of my youth there and feel quite a bit of loyalty to it. Yorkshire is getting 3 episodes on the road trip,
Whoa.
1 for each riding, and we start
3
in the
episodes.
West. I
That's
parked up at
crazy.
the collegiate campus of Sheffield Hallam University, home to the medical and healthcare students, and
I just sit in the middle of my tracks and exist. Life. Fucking life, dude. Thank you, Tinko.
to a very strange hospital ward. This is NHS signage.
Yeah, it is actually. It's as close to the NHS spec that we physically could get.
Wow.
And you'll see as we walk on the ward how close we are.
Oh, this is a hospital.
Yes.
Every bit of my brain just went, this is a hospital.
It even smells like a hospital, which is really weird.
Right? That is Kay. She's
What,
a
Pickle?
senior adult nursing lecturer at the university, and she showed me around their simulated hospital ward that they use for teaching. I need to give you a bit of a heads up here. This is the less intense version of the video, which means a few things in the later parts are going to be blurred and desaturated. We're going to talk about life-changing injuries, surgeries, reproductive organs, and there's going to be a lot of blurred goo, but that's the limits of what YouTube's policies will allow. So the more intense version is available on Nebula. Anyway, we start the tour with one of the more mundane parts of the hospital ward, the toilets. My brain is...
I just got the live alert. You know what I was going to bait you guys with as content and rant about for the start of stream today. I was going to bring up the whole YouTuber or VTubers, why do you sit at your starting soon screen for 10-minute debate that's active on Twitter again. I was gonna drag that corpse out of the closet and beat it within an inch of its life again. But instead of doing that, we talked about the editing competition. So we didn't have to go down that rabbit hole. But that's part of the reason why I sit on my starting soon screen for 10 minutes is to let people join the stream, and then we're all on the same page. You posted it? Thanks, dude. I will check it out. I'll probably check it out after this video, honestly.
It's just gone, this is a hospital. Like, we walked through that door.
We should rant about the AI-powered downfall of society instead. You're so right, dude. That sounds like a great time. It's too rare for me to read the title, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Just click on stream every time. Hell yeah.
And I'm no longer on a university campus.
So we use this for stuff with physios, with student nurses, anything where we're moving patients around.
Yeah.
Everything works. The emergency cord works a little too well because it actually is linked to security. So they actually think it's an emergency, so we have to be mindful of that. We even have a sluice.
Oh, a hospital sluice is for safe disposal of bodily fluids, waste, and associated items, and theirs works. They have almost everything they need to run an actual hospital ward, despite the fact they don't have any actual patients.
Obviously.
Sorry, I got distracted and watched your video. I fucking love model trains, I really do. Anyways.
Fake urine and feces is used.
Of course it is.
So we need somewhere to dispose of things.
Okay, so obvious question. Do you buy that from a supplier? Is there someone who...
We have a Sophie who makes all sorts of really wonderful
We
things.
have a Sophie.
Sophie is a technical specialist on the clinical simulation team, and she has particular skills in moulage, which is the art of creating realistic simulated injuries and illnesses. We'll see those in a moment, but I should make it clear. You do a hell of a lot else besides.
Yeah, which we can show you. Yeah, as you look around, you can tell it's an actual ward with patients.
With patients. Yes, okay, I'm slightly weirded out by the people in the
That's
beds,
the technology. We have Sophie. That's crazy. We have a Sophie. It's gotta, I don't know if it feels good or bad to be the Sophie, but I feel like your job security has got to be pretty good if you are referred to like that. So good for Sophie.
This is a perfect simulation of a hospital. Can we have a look round?
Yes, so we're going to go this way.
This really does feel like a hospital.
You planned this all out, thank you.
Because I want you to meet the first sim.
Oh.
So this is Gwen.
I nearly said...
Tom? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, man? What are we doing here, man? Gwen looks extra unwell. There's a multitude of issues with Gwen. It's a very realistic mannequin. It might be too late
Said hi to Gwen.
So we love Gwen.
Okay.
I think Gwen is one of the most pampered mannequins you will ever meet in your life.
She's got a bean bag, she's got some toys. She's even got a health passport, which is just on there.
Oh, yeah.
So this is something that she would take into hospital.
Bro, you might feel bad in a bit. I'm sure that I will. Honestly, it was mostly just the way that it panned to a close-up of Gwen's face that felt so extra. Like that, what kind of introduction is that? It's like, yes. It's like if I were to meet you for the first time, Tinko, and it's like you shake hands and then I stick my face like 6 inches from your teeth, bro. What are we doing?
With her, so it's how to, properly care for her and things like that. So we tried to make it as real as possible. She has a little...
Apparently, Tinko.
Gwen is actually based off a real person as well. Incredibly brave little girl that's gone through and had these scans and things like that.
The upside, they really check in.
Has to actually be able to make... So,
wow.
touch it.
My hesitation is not because of the uncanny valley. I did expect this to be a story about the uncanny valley where things like mannequins that aren't quite human enough freak out the brain. But no, I'm stuttering and panicking because on some level...
Anger, I'm sorry I didn't answer you last night. I was having an especially shit night. So I just kind of didn't respond to anyone or anything. Hi.
My brain has accepted this mannequin as human. Intellectually, I know this is a lump of plastic, but the simulation is so good. That looks like a sleeping kid to me. Oh, that feels like I'm holding a hand, a slightly cold hand.
That is
perhaps,
so weird.
That's just someone who needs the heating turned up slightly. That's incredible. I feel uncomfortable doing that, not because it's a mannequin, but because my brain is going, that's a human that I'm disturbing.
Yeah, it's really cool. If you notice as well, Gwen's eyebrow hairs.
She's got eyelashes.
And all individually done.
I feel invasive with this camera. I know it's a mannequin. That's every detail.
Sometimes with Down syndrome, what she's got is a difficult airway as well. So you can teach people how to manage difficult airways. So it's not.
Is that why you thought I was going to feel bad, Tinko? Is that why you thought I was going to feel bad? Because I was aware.
Not just on the outside, it's actually on the inside.
If you're trying to intubate or...
Yeah.
It's based on an actual person. That's fine. Again, it was mostly just the camera work.
Because this is based on an actual little girl.
Yeah.
So she actually has the scars.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
And she's got the scars.
This feels invasive. I did a bit of research on the Gwen man.
I'm sorry. I keep expecting Gwen to open her eyes and get up off the bed. It just looks too realistic. That's crazy. No, it like I wonder if maybe they'll talk about this, but I wonder if Gwen has met Gwen, because that has to be a mind fuck, dude, to see like that accurate of a recreation of yourself in mannequin form. Has to be a crazy mindfuck.
Mannequin afterwards, and turns out the original Gwen has an acting and casting agent. She was paid for her work. She and her family understood everything that was going on. People with Down syndrome tend to have worse health outcomes, so training students on a mannequin like that is going to be helpful.
Not every patient can say yes and no.
Actually.
Not every patient will be perceived to be able to understand things. So how you communicate is a huge thing. And the fact that Gwen doesn't speak makes us able to do those things with her.
How long does it take the students to kind of get acclimatized to this?
Some students love it. Some students are completely freaked out by it. We do like a...
I hope that Gwen made more than $20 for becoming a mannequin. I'm just saying. I already don't like the moving dead animals, and I would not be fine with touching such a lifelike mannequin. I could touch that. Okay. Well, you know what? I already started saying, you're gonna make jokes, but I could touch a lifelike animal, lifelike mannequin like this. We're just digging the hole deeper, chat. We're digging the hole deeper. But like I don't like seeing a picture of myself, let alone like a mannequin of myself. That would be wild. I think it would weird me out more if it was me, not like it does weird me out that it's so realistic looking for sure. But I think it would especially weird me out if it looked like me. So, you know, do not diggy hold V's. It's too late. It's too late, dude. Wait, is the hold on. Why did that not work? Hold. Is that source live? It is. Okay, now it's working. Why did I pick like the longest redeem to test this with? Meanwhile, I'm here wondering if the mannequin has. I'm sure it does. We're gonna find out. I imagine, Spyro. So let's find out.
A briefing. Sophie does the briefing a lot. Explaining about each of the mannequins.
Okay, so there are other mannequins here.
Yes, lots and lots of different
ones.
Let's go see. So I'm going to let Sophie take over on these ones because I'm an adult nurse. Do not deal with children.
Okay.
I was going to say, we've kind of got a bit of a variety out for you.
That's my reaction to kids as well.
So we've got a variety of ages, from baby or toddler, I think is more of toddler size. So again, we've got some sort of lifelikes, some of the kind of like what we say is ILS mannequins.
ILS?
So it's immediate life support.
Right.
So it's how to kind of deal with a emergency situation, so things like CPR and stuff. So that's kind of what we've got out at the moment. I do want to show you another one.
Less care was taken making the baby mannequin.
You're saying about Gwen. However, we do have little Isaiah.
Sophie traded me my camera for the baby mannequin. I mean, it's clear from the way I'm handling the mannequin
that
this is not something I'm comfortable with.
Nah.
I mean, you tend to pass this around to students.
So I'm terrible for doing this. I'm going to take baby off you because you look terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm much nicer with this.
Yeah.
Camera's great.
So
Just
what
palm
I
it
tend to
like
do
a
with,
basketball.
particularly this baby is
Chat, do not palm the baby like a basketball. Do not.
randomly pass it to a student when they're on the ward because the moment you are a healthcare professional, doesn't matter what level you are, a child will be handed to you. Doesn't matter if you're a
Just happen at
paramedic,
some point.
a radiotherapy and oncologist, a nurse, even if you are not looking after that child, a child will be handed to you.
Right.
So I kind of do that to our students, which is a tiny bit mean.
Don't put it like a rugby ball either.
It's
No.
My reaction. I just have a free.
Do not the child. Just do not the child. I already hate dolls, so fuck mannequins. Yeah, the porcelain, the creepy porcelain dolls do weird me out for sure. For sure. Buries the child.
No one has taught me how to do this.
I'm terrible with children, but I know how to hold a baby just because I hand it out so frequently.
Yeah.
He freaks me out.
Okay.
Because I don't do children, but it works really well as a teaching aid for students. Some of our students have got really attached to them.
They do, yeah.
Joe, like, where's the baby? We need to put the baby down. And I'm like, it is a mannequin, but there we go. But he because he's lifelike, doesn't tend to do any screaming or crying, which is really handy.
Really, that's not lifeline.
As long as we're not healthcare professionals, we have no duty to care. Parry away.
No,
My experience.
but we do have ones that are a little
That's crazy.
more loud.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's leave the children's side of the ward.
I noticed that too. Let me see if I can find the. I assume it's got like a different coating on the back of its head or something, or like it's a harder plastic or something. But no, I didn't say anything. But yeah, it looks like the back of that child's head has been epoxied. I don't know, Mello. I don't know.
more loud.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's leave the children's side of the ward behind.
Let's
Things are
put
going to
turtle
get a little
wax
bit
to
more
it.
intense. No goo to be seen yet, but we are going to dive a bit further into the uncanny valley. My brain just
I
went
see
people.
tats.
My brain completely out of the corner of my eye saw people in the hospital beds.
Yep. So this is, I call her Babs. She's amazing. We've got a few of her, haven't we?
Yeah, so we've currently got 2. She is one of our newer mannequins, so she's a bariatric mannequin.
Yep. The UK's National Health Service defines bariatric patients in a few different ways depending on context, but generally that's anyone whose weight or physical size means they're going to have limitations in their healthcare. For someone of average height, that's around 160 kilos, or to use the British measurement, 25 stone.
I don't want to derobe you, my dear.
And I would not be able to show that anyway.
No, it's fine. But like realistic to touch and things like that. If you think from
Mouth?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I'm comparing, but okay.
She's supposed to represent 26 stone, isn't she?
Roundabout, yeah.
About 26 stone. Obviously, she doesn't weigh that, but
Right.
the body shape.
Because you need to be able to pick up and lift the mannequin and move to a different bed.
Yeah.
But the students
If, for example, they were learning something like personal care.
Right.
So with someone like Babs, because she's a bariatric patient, there's more creases, there's more folds, there's more opportunities for infection.
Yeah.
So if we're doing a bed bathing scenario, they would have to wash.
Tom, the framing of this shot, man, just pan the camera up a little bit more, and it won't be quite as terrifying to watch this bit. I think it'd take less than hey.
I just don't get it. I always catch you fuckers watching this sick shit. This is sickening.
I think it'd take less than 26 stones to finish them off. Why is the NHS stoning people? It's a good question, Mac. How I sleep when both my nostrils are closed.
Every part of her.
And so in that case, it's not the right weight, but every other detail is.
Did you see that?
I did. I did.
It's the exact same. And we do mean every detail. So from a biological point
Or
of
spiders,
view,
Tinko.
everything you would expect.
I'd be
from a
more worried about the
bariatric patient.
spiders.
The other thing that Babs has got, which Steph loves, but she does make it better.
Oh.
Is she has a diabetic toe.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Because of
love
course the
that.
mannequins have to have things beyond what they're in hospital for. Because every patient is complex. Every patient has more than one thing, even if that thing's minor.
Every patient
Stop.
that comes into a hospital
Stop,
environment
Tom.
doesn't come in with
Stop.
one thing. They come with so many different things. So Babs might have come in with breathing difficulties. She might have something like, hey,
If I ever wake up with a house centipede on me, you probably just won't see me for a while. I will burn the house down. I will burn the house down. I like house centipedes. I do. In fact, every time I've found a house centipede, I've actually caught it and put it like outside around my house. But holy fuck, gotta be one of the most terrifying looking insects. House centipedes have to be one of the most terrifying looking insects. Like here, I'm just gonna chat. What is a house centipede? All right, if you don't like insects, chat, just look away for the next like minute. But yep. I mean, honestly, they're super beneficial. They're super beneficial, but holy fuck, they are like nope. Yeah, I saw one of those at my bestie's house and went, no, thank you. No, thank you. Yep. I pulled my shower curtain back one time and there was a house centipede sitting at about eye level on the wall, and I was just like, also they move pretty quick. Have you had Vingroon? What? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on. Oh, yeah, those things are fucking awful too. Yeah, I don't honestly, I don't know which one looks worse. I think that these actually look more creepy than house centipedes, but yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, you can look back on the stream now. We're done looking at creepy insects. I'll close that so we don't. Another no thank you. Yeah. I got like for a German big ass spider in my living room. Haven't gotten around to vacuuming it away. I'm honestly too lazy. I don't mind spiders being around unless they're the kind that like can genuinely hurt you. Like they just kill the other insects. Oh yeah, they're horrifying. Burn the house. I'd rather take on another big ass wolf. Wolf spiders are chill though. Wolf spiders are so chill. You can literally just pick up a wolf spider and just put it outside and it'll be like, what the fuck, bro? I've seen actual centipede and that freaked me out. Same with the praying mantis. Praying mantises are sick. Praying mantises are super cool. Like another pretty like they're pretty terrifying looking, but like they keep pests in check too. I like praying mantises. Yeah. What I don't like is the fact that like some of them can and will fly onto your head. And that's pretty rude whenever they do that. It is pretty fucking rude whenever they decide to check out what's going on with your face. Insects scare the shit out of me. Oh, hold on. No. Hello. Especially this oval. Wow, dude. Holy shit, it's 1 a.m. Enjoy Tom killing a mannequin. Spoilers, Tinko. Gah. You're cute. That doesn't count. Damn. The side I'm working on has so many Black Widows. See, Black Widows? Fuck that. That is a spider that I do not want around. I will pass on the whole Black Widow thing.
COVID, but she's got a diabetic foot ulcer that she didn't realise because one of the things with diabetes is neuropathy, so they can't feel it.
Right.
So we might be the first person to see that toe.
And so the student's job is to, among other things, to notice and log and realise that.
And the chances are, with the level of necrosis on that toe, she could lose it.
Right.
Which is the fascinating thing that we've got someone like Sophie who is able to make that look. What's the best way of describing it? Gooey.
That's fair, Lita.
And actually, we've all had stories as being a nurse where you've pulled the bed sheets back and a toe's come off.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, yep.
And that's sadly not uncommon.
Right.
And we kind of want to show the real life grossness of nursing and healthcare in general because it's interesting. It's not just for shock factor.
Right. Heaven knows, like, someone on an actual ward is going to have much... Grosser seems like such a reductive term.
No, I mean, that shit killed my grandfather. Motherfucker knew about it. Dude knew about it and was like, oh, that toe that's like, rotting and falling off. That's fine. That's fine. And it's like, what do you mean that's fine? Go to the fucking hospital. Chat, just go to the hospital. I mean, like, genuinely. Get yourself checked out. Even if you're in America and it's going to put you into generational debt. You know? Sometimes you just can't avoid generational debt. To be fair, they did say... no, that was the last one, Spyro. That's not this mannequin. That's the other one. You could just not pay... Yeah, they don't want you to know that. One simple trick is you could just not pay your medical bills. That'll probably work out. What is it? 7 years before they drop off? But I'm pretty sure they just sell it to somebody else and then the 7-year counter starts over.
But much more shocking stories than that.
Yeah, definitely.
Every week.
It's very funny as well because students don't realise as lecturers, as staff, we are always listening. So if they say anything slightly derogatory, we can pull them up on it and go, okay, so patients hear everything.
Yes, they do.
So with this...
Sorry, I don't know why I said yes, they do, as if I know that. I just...
They really do. They hear everything. This office ward is very quiet. Normally it's a very loud environment, really, really, really busy.
How many students would you have in here?
We can have up to 25 to 30 students on a full sim.
Yeah, and we have the delight serve. Do you want to press the buzzer?
Oh.
So we have bed alarms and stuff, which...
So we will switch them on. As in patients are buzzing, the phone will be ringing, there'll be students doing, and it gets very loud up here, which is quite authentic for an actual ward. We also have like crash trolleys on both sides as well, which is what you would have if someone was to have a cardiac arrest. It's got everything you could possibly need in the event of a cardiac arrest as well.
And presumably at some point during a simulation, a mannequin might have a cardiac arrest.
Which is something that we're going to show you.
Oh, okay.
This is
that just blinked. Now.
I got a single CT scan. They wanted $13K. Not my fault they didn't charge the VA properly. I didn't pay them shit. Nah, I had something similar happen one time where I had to get like an ambulance ride, and they wanted like damn near $30,000 for transport to a level 1 trauma center. And I'd been T-boned by a drunk driver that didn't have insurance, you know, fucking lovely. I was a much younger B at the time, and I just looked at the bill and I was like, that's funny. That good joke. Good joke. Did not pay that.
I said that. I didn't say he, she, they. I said that. So my brain, that
it's complicated, Spyro.
No, not it.
It's complicated.
There's different levels of realism.
Yeah, so all the mannequins you've met at the moment are all simulating life ones, but this one actually does things. So
no, it is polka dog
breathing.
Wow, that's crazy. That is wild. Yeah, and like genuinely, patients that are heavier like that, like when someone's bedridden, like genuinely all it takes, bedridden and diabetic, all it takes is like one infection to fucking kill them. Like we like to think that oh, you know, you take your antibiotic, the hurt gets better and everything's fine, but like not to like freak anybody out, but like antibiotic resistance and like pre-existing conditions can complicate the absolute fuck out of a very, very, very like basic thing that you might think is just not a problem, and then it just fucking yoinks you. That's it. That's that. Even too many antibiotics can do you in. Yeah, for sure. It plays havoc on your gut. All the stuff that's supposed to keep you healthy in your gut. So
it is going up. Now, is there actually a fan? Can I detect breathing if I?
Oh, it's blinking. It's blinking.
What you can do is you can
it's
find
blinking.
a pulse.
Oh, God.
Where you would do on a normal human being.
Got to remember how.
So if you put
2 fingers just slightly down.
Also, if you press too hard, it will stop as well.
Which is natural.
Yeah, of course.
So you can take an accurate pulse. And what Sophie's got there is the controls.
Oh, so that's hooked up to
Pickle,
the monitor
sure.
there. Mm-hmm. It's showing correctly the heart rate, which is, I'm not going to say I got it at 80, but it's about a bit more than 1 a second.
Yeah.
And there's blinking.
She does actually make noises as well.
What the fuck?
So we can...
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Fucking Tom Scott's trying to kill me today. That would be so much better. That was a sound and a half. The fuck did I hear just now? You're probably going to hear another one. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Okay. I know you're used to this, and like, I don't normally put myself in a position where I have like a freak out reaction on camera.
What the fuck, nerdy?
That was uncomfortable.
I want to see his face. Hold on.
She does actually make noises as well. So we can...
Okay. I know you're used to this, and like, I don't normally put myself in a position where I have like...
I think that may need to be turned into another redeem. I think
this one I'm actually quite upset.
I think that we might need a second Tom Scott redeem has hit the stream. It's gonna have to cost significantly more, but
she does actually make noises as well. So we can...
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Okay. I know you're used to this, and like, I don't normally put myself in a position where I have like a freak out reaction on camera. That was uncomfortable. That was halfway between a mannequin is screaming at me and a person is screaming at
cries.
me. They can record scripts, have the mannequin speak and respond, or they can give the mannequin a heart attack.
So she's gone into...
Saturation signal low, eyes have shut, and
I will change
the pulse
the
rate is
rhythm.
dropping.
Imagine having like a
And there's no
soundboard.
breathing.
There is no breathing.
I would not.
Imagine you get to pilot the mech and you have like a soundboard and you can like it's responding to the people around it doing stuff and you're just like screaming profanities at them through your little tablet. Beautiful. It would be incredible. I would do that job.
Have noticed the lack of breathing.
With
Well,
your
you're not
Discord
healthcare
sounds,
professional or
we don't
trained
talk
to be
about my
one.
Discord soundboard here.
That's probably for the best.
We don't talk about my Discord
That's the
soundboard.
interesting thing. It makes it so those little changes that seemed huge for you.
What pickle?
When this was really busy and noisy, are you going to pick up on that?
Are you going to pick up that there's eyes closed, no noise, no pulse?
And
not when there's 3 other beds beeping and someone's just handed me a baby.
Yeah. We can actually do more with these mannequins. We can catheterize some of them, and we can actually fill some of their bladders with urine. We don't tend to do that too much because it's electrical, and
It's a bit of a panic sometimes.
yeah. I know myself and several lecturers have spent a few times running into the office going, I need a bag of foreskins, because we are doing catheterization.
What? What? My model has just broken. I was not prepared for that statement. I was busy reading Sometimes I Fascinate Her with Cheese, and then there was a bag of hello, model, please. Can we hello? It legitimately. Oh, hold on. No. Are we? What? No. Hold on. No. I'd grab Sheena sound bites from Ethnoguesser's stream for that soundboard to troll the students. That would be incredible. Mr. B's. What, Brainy? Ah! Imagine 8 a.m. in the office. We've run out of foreskin. I've got 2 new tape tool editions. Okay, all right, hit me with them. Although hold on, I need to. No, give me tracking back. What are you doing? Oh no, am I back? No, I'm not back. Hold on. Maybe. No? Okay. All right. We're going to restart the phone. All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling. Whoa! 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 Hey, I'm not multi-streaming on Kick today. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. My phone is... Bro, that over what's on the screen right now is absolute fucking cinema, dude. My model stuck with a 1,000-yard stare with trash underneath me saying I'm in defeat, ads starting soon, and the video with and we require that and that they come in a little bag is just it could not have been better. Okay, hold on. I would very much like my tracking to work again. Yeah, good work, Rainey. Those are both. I'm not gonna say that they're both fantastic, but also more than slightly problematic. That's it's going to be used against me. No, I'm not my. There we go. There, I'm tracking again. And fitting. What the fuck? You forgot fitting. Oh my fucking god. Well done, but frick you, basically. Yeah, pretty much. What was that other thing that was just up on the screen? We could have Tom Scott looking more like he's yelling than sneezing as an improvement. I'm sorry, I gotta back it up. We gotta go back over this.
Going, I need a bag of foreskins. A few times running into the office going, I need a bag of foreskins because we are doing catheterization and we require that, and they come in a little bag and you have to physically put them onto the genitalia.
Right.
Foreskin, he beat PVC. That's crazy. Hold on.
A few times running into the office going, I need.
Oh my god, dude. That's oh my god. Yep.
Need a bag of foreskins because we are doing catheterization and we require that, and they come in a little bag and you have to physically put them onto the genitalia.
Right.
I told you.
And you need a new one each time?
No, it's just because we remove them every now and then because obviously some people are circumcised, some people are not. So when you get to your mannequin and you're like, oh, actually, I could really do with one that has a foreskin.
Okay.
Because it adds a level of complexity for doing
What?
catheterization.
Right.
That's really it, bro. This video is just so full of sound bites, man. I could just really use one that has a foreskin right now. This makes me feel like I should have gone into the medical field instead of chemistry. Okay, but why does it make you feel like that? But but why? Raptolos, welcome in. Stone Creek, thank you for the check-in. What about foreskin? He just beat PVC, dude. The flavor? No, I don't think that's the reason. I'd be on the floor laughing. Yeah, that's fair.
Training for things like that, it's a thing that you'd never think of as a layperson.
No. And that's the one thing with all our sims, with the tech team that we have, we're able to ask for really random things.
It's kind of normal though.
Yeah, it really is.
Sophie is one of several people on the clinical simulation technical team, and that team gets some requests that really only make sense in this context.
You can literally say anything, and it does not bother us at all. Like, I've had people coming in like, can we have some poo? Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Any sort of question, really. We're just like, yeah, that's fine. We'll just walk in across campus with a bowl of urine. Is normal.
Or if we require a particular smell.
Okay. I'm assuming that these are simulated poos, but maybe not. Maybe they just have a room of shit.
So there's certain smells within healthcare, which sounds very strange, but if you smell that smell, it means certain things.
Yeah.
So there's something called melena, which is basically a bleed, but it's from the bowel. So when someone basically passes feces, it will be a different colour.
I don't know,
and
Anger.
Smell
That's
almost
crazy.
irony.
Right.
Once you've smelt that, once you've seen that, you know that's quite an emergency sort of situation.
That's not going to be in any textbook.
No.
Like the description is, but that's not going to help you have that realization.
It's that immersive thing, and this is why the ward's best when it's noisiest.
Yeah.
That's
It
crazy.
smells like a hospital ward.
Right, it has to. This is your heads up for where the goo starts. It's not much to begin with, and it's blurred and desaturated in this version. But if you have a weak stomach and a strong imagination, continue with care. We head over to see Chris, a mannequin built to represent a transgender patient who's been on testosterone, on T. And as far as the team here know, that's the only medical mannequin in the world that represents someone who's trans. The blurring you're about to see isn't because of the chest, it's because of the chest wound.
They're based on someone that's been on T for 6 years.
Right.
So if you notice, the nipples are quite engorged. That's quite common. Facial hair. So we have actual facial hair, chest hair.
Yep.
That's all individually done. Obviously, I know you're not going to be able to show this on YouTube, but Chris's genitals are exactly what they would be for someone that's on T.
It's been on T because there are going to be changes there.
Yes. So we have engorged labia and an engorged clitoris hood. We did have plans to get another transgender mannequin, male to female. However, the company was taken over by a US company and they stopped making them.
This is really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't tell the students that Chris is trans because if Chris was a patient arriving to a hospital unconscious and alone, no one's going to tell the doctors then.
We've actually added a bit of moulage today, shall I say Sophie has.
Oh, that's new today?
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
So Sophie's done
I was going to
this
say,
today.
as top surgery scars go, something's wrong there.
Yes, very much so. And the reason we've kind of done it like this is because when we talk about like gender affirming care, the wait list is so long that people are choosing to go abroad.
Oh, yes.
Which adds a level of complexity and an increased chance of infection. So this is representative if Chris had gone abroad or even in the UK and things had gone wrong.
The mannequin has regular top surgery scars as default, but the things that went wrong, additional redness, the wound, that was not part of the mannequin. That was Sophie's work. That day, a one-off piece just for this video. And it's not just superficial. Oh. Wow, that's...
Gory?
Yes.
I was not expecting... they're like, oh, we're going to blur it. Apart from all of the pus that's on the fingers, not going to blur that. That's fine. That's fine. Crew, Jesus Christ.
Didn't expect that. I mean, of course it's realistic. Of course that's exactly what would happen.
Forbidden mustard,
What are you using
Jesus.
for that? Like, what's...
So that is actually Vaseline, petroleum jelly.
No kidding.
There was quite an in-depth conversation last week about can we make it like...
I'm sorry, Thor.
Can we make it look a bit greener?
Yeah.
That was happening between us two. Trying to figure out, like, I want it to be accurate.
Right.
And Sophie's incredible.
And
at
you've
making
got the
it accurate.
experience to know. You'll have seen stuff like that in reality.
That's what we would call quite a sloughy wound.
Sloughy, okay.
Sloughy. And would probably require a bit of packing.
Yeah.
Because as that drains out, there's going to be a cavity. More than likely. Well, I know there's a cavity because she made one. But there'll be a cavity that will require packing because when we're dealing with wounds, we heal from the inside out. We don't heal from the outside because that cavity still will be there. Yeah.
And it will work as close as you can make it to the real thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so unbelievably accurate. It's really cool. I got very excited about it.
I have to ask, may I?
Yeah, okay. Wait. Because we're healthcare.
Oh, yes, no, apologies. I mean, that will also mean I don't have to clean my hands much, but
yeah.
Thank you.
If you want to give it a wipe as well, just in case.
This This feels extremely uncomfortable for me, but I imagine not as uncomfortable as a patient who hadn't had...
Oakham is in bed.
May I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin your heart. Oh. Yeah, that is setting off a very slight, not nausea reaction, but you know the reaction where your mouth...
Yeah, fills up with
just
the
in,
saliva.
just in case you might
Yeah.
throw up later.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of that reaction. All right, I'm gonna put that in the waste bag. Thank you very much. If you've ever seen a video of something gross and wondered why your mouth was watering, it's not because you're hungry. It's because your brain is thinking you might need to throw up soon, and that'll make it easier. So
thanks,
that's
brain.
the ward. I said thank you to Kay.
Thanks,
and then
brain.
Sophie took me over to another building to see 2 other mannequins. They checked that I was okay with seeing some blood and gore, and then they told me very little else other than the simulation would begin when I pulled back the towel.
Yeah,
I switched on a
Mella.
360 camera and set up a few others because whatever was about to happen, it was going to happen very fast. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Tom. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jay.
Who's this?
So this is one of our trauma mannequins.
Okay, that's blood.
If you want to pull the towel back.
Right, that's blood. Wait, am I basically...
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm doing the job. Okay, sure. Okay, let's pull back. Oh my God, okay. That's right. What do I do? That's a bloody stump with the bone sticking out of it, with active bleeding. I mean, blood is pumping.
I don't know if he meant to censor this. But this is not censored. The simulated blood oozing out from underneath the stretcher. Yeah, no, that's there.
What do I do? That's a bloody stump with the bones sticking out of it.
The end of their VTuber feet career.
Bleeding. I mean, blood is pumping out of there. We'll get a close-up later. I didn't have time in the moment because immediately I was handed a tourniquet and told to stop the bleeding.
You want to get that tourniquet around
Oh my
the
God,
leg.
okay. Yep.
And then pull it nice and tight there.
Yep, thank you. Now, half of my brain knows that this is all fake, right? Half of my brain knows that I'm on camera. I'm not going to say I was fully convinced, but there is something about seeing the blood and gore that startled me into believing it more than I otherwise would. Part of my brain was treating it like a nightmare where you're still in school and you haven't prepared for the test. Like, I am in scrubs attending a patient on a floor that part of my brain has accepted is bleeding out and dying in front of me, and someone is handing me a tourniquet and I don't know how to do this.
And then you want to twist.
Twist
that bit there.
Yeah.
You have to twist the shit out of it too.
And then you want to tuck it in.
Like,
can I help you? Yeah.
I'm having a full-on panic here. Okay, yeah, I got that completely wrong because I...
So that wants to go under the leg.
Oh my God.
And then you want to twist that.
And it tucks in there?
Nice and tight, yeah.
Okay.
And then that goes over the top. There we go. Stop the bleeding.
I was bad at that. The patient would have died. I should learn first aid because if that had been a real emergency situation, I would probably have been much worse than that. The blood is theatrical blood, the same stuff used in stage productions. And as for where it was coming from, you see that blue towel conveniently covering a bit of the ground? What's going on behind there?
That's my blood
pumping?
pump.
Yeah.
Right.
It's my blood pump.
Okay. Sure. The technician didn't want to be on camera, but they're using one of those garden hand pump pressure sprayers to push the blood through. Anyway, we put a blast bandage on the patient, which I was also incompetent at.
So just be careful because there is a bone sticking out there. So
there is.
Can be quite sharp.
That also stops the patient seeing their mangled leg if they wake up.
And then with the other bit of the leg, we want to put in a bag and take it to the hospital with the patient.
Okay. Do we have the other bit of the leg?
We don't.
Okay. That bleeding limb was made by Sophie for this video.
I love the contrast between Tom and the other guy. That's like, oh yeah, we want to get the other bit of the leg, you know, like it's just a regular Tuesday, and Tom's like, what? Do we have the leg?
The mannequin is just missing a lower leg. It's not bloody or gory by itself. The team now get to reuse that bleeding limb prosthetic in a load of other situations. That's an asset that they'll have for a while, but they wanted something shocking, and I was shocked. So, last thing, let's do the close-up. So,
yep.
Yeah, that's, without tourniquet, that's incredibly disgusting. I don't know if I can show that. Also, Jay, who handed me the tourniquet, he's seen plenty of things like this for real. To the mystery technician behind the screen, who I know doesn't want to be on camera, could you start pumping again, please? Could you? Oh my God! Is that a realistic amount of blood, or is that low or high? Or
that is a realistic.
That's a realistic amount of blood.
Yeah, if we get there in time.
So that would be about. I mean, what? There's 8 pints in a person.
About 6 litres.
6 litres.
About 6 litres, yeah.
So, yeah, you're going to lose 6 litres very quickly even at that rate. I feel weird doing that, but that's... How realistic is that? Is that...
That is very realistic.
Okay.
Yeah, that is as close to real that we can get it.
Wow.
So, yeah. The only thing I would say is that there's no smell. So, in real life, you would be able to smell the iron in the blood.
Right.
This you can't, but everything else looks real.
Thanks, folks. Oh. You know what else is on Nebula? Not just the unblurred version of this episode, not just the next episode in this series, but also Nebula originals that you can't watch anywhere else, like Day Pass from the channel Not Just Bikes, which is about, well, Jason, why don't you tell them?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Day Pass is a public transit travel show where I visit a different city every episode, see some interesting cultural and urbanist destinations, while also riding as much public transit as possible.
We could make a
right
Tom
now,
Scott
as this video
too.
goes out, Nebula annual
It was
subscriptions
Amsterdam.
are 50% off. That's $30 for the year, which works out to just $2.50 a month.
I don't think I want to see the uncensored version, Tom. I love that ODS has ruined the name Tom for me. Like I can't see a sentence with like I don't think I want to see the uncensored version, Tom, without immediately thinking of like as a response like right you are, Tom. I could probably find, let's see if I can find a oh my God, ODS Tom. Let's see. Yep.
But Tom, it's not even 4 o'clock. Technology. 100. Almost see product. Not that ball. A box of balls. Focus, Tom. Where are the balls? Right here. Oh. Tennis balls, Tom. Is that the product? That's the product. I think you're using the show for your dog, Tom. No. See, what if your dog loses a tennis ball? Well, if you had many tennis balls, that wouldn't matter. That's the product. It's 100 tennis. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Tom. Well, up, Tom and they, Scott. Yeah. Well, that was certainly a Tom Scott video. Holy shit, man. Speaking of new ODS, is it good? I haven't watched the new ODS video. I saw that it got posted, but also apparently there's a new Moomin video or video game. Oh, that looks cute. Just wanted to get milk out of the tank with coffee on side quest, catching an escaped calf. It's the weekend. I still ended up full of shit. Oof. Lumi was playing by Luna today. Wait, which one is that? I nearly super chatted an insult at her. Hold on. What is this? Slavic folklore inspired RPG. Hold on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. ARPG?
Once upon a time, a young man set out to save his immortal soul. You stay quiet, fiend. That was me, by the way.
Well, this seems fucking sick. It has a demo?
I met many good men along the way, but also not so good ones. You're the latter, bastard. The kinds of villains I've seen. Want some?
What? Why is he milking the sunflower? That is a really pissed off baseball.
I was somewhere on the edge of the Thrice-Nine Kingdom when it began to take hold. You good, old man?
I'm fine.
Interesting. I mean, I would try that. Is it okay? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Hold on. I want to see this trailer too. The two very different vibes here. Two very different vibes.
Every autumn in Moomin Valley, for as long as anyone can remember, perhaps even longer, the Moomins prepare for their annual slumber. Dreaming happily all through winter, waiting for spring to return. Every year. Until this one. When Moomin Troll wakes up to his very first winter, he finds himself utterly alone. Longing for someone to take care of him, Moomin Troll decides to leave the safety of home and venture into a world he no longer recognizes. Soon, Moomin Troll realizes there are others out there, others that need his help. Through being there for them, the reluctant adventurer discovers a courage of his own, learning that he's more capable than he ever imagined.
This game looks like ridiculously
doing all
cute.
he can to help spring return to Moomin Valley. Moomin Troll, Winter's Warmth.
Oh, it's on Switch too.
A wondrous adventure inspired by the beloved stories of Tove Jansson.
Tove Jansson. I actually have Moomin trading cards that are right next to my foot. That I still have not opened on stream. We could do a stream, maybe Friday. We play Moomin Troll and open Moomin trading cards and see what we get. That could be fun. Looking for Jams. Good to see you. Yeah, 3DB. I am 3D. 3B is real and can hurt you. But, you know, on Switch 2 now or Switch 2. I don't know. Love it. Looks fantastic. Thank you.
Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up. What the fuck is this? Hold on. Experiencing interruptions? You're doing that, YouTube. I love spreadsheets. Head mod, by the way. Wow, dude. Wow. Interesting. Spreadsheets are pretty sick, using to calculate useful financial things. If I never had to work in Excel again, I would be perfectly fine with that. Aquarium will be looking like genital jousting by the end of a stream. That's not the first thing that I thought either. So it's not me thinking that I would immediately just draw cockfish. Hi, Moon. Interesting. I wonder if this game is actually good or if it's just generative AI garbage. I am curious. Wait, so is there a Red Husband? How are you? Thank you for the 29 months. Let's see. I was looking for a demo for that one game that Brainy linked because that seems like it would be fun. Let's see what our YouTube refresh gives us. Okay. Wizards with Guns, Usa-chan, and Hounded. Also twin.
My favorite character on each series of Star Trek.
I'm Snick, so I'm all snotty. I too am sick. Here, hold on. Let me blow my nose in solidarity. And I just blew my nose, so it's like way less snotty than it was. Anyways. Hi.
Is always the stoic one. You know, like the alien brain doesn't understand human emotions character. That is always my favorite character. I always connect to the characters who have trouble understanding human emotions. And it never clicked for me that it was because it was like reflecting myself. It's because I don't understand human emotions either.
That's fair.
It all makes sense. My favorite character on each
She's just like me, for real, for real.
Star Trek is always the stoic one. You know, like...
Oh god, it's horrifying. Yep. Wow, politics, hell yeah. Tuvok, I love this channel. Which channel? Bunny? This one? It's just so cute. I could use some of that right now. Hell yeah. Every time I see videos like this, I just want a bunny. Every time Pippa talks about having a bunny, I just want a bunny. Every time YouTube or like Instagram is like, here's a video of a bunny being cute, I'm like, I'll order the cosplay. Bunnies are great, can vouch. I've never had one. VTuber house and we can have bunnies? Hell yeah. Oh my god, look at it go. I got that art already. I am not surprised. Is this like a normal thing that bunnies do? They just make long trenches? He's so perfect. Such a well-oiled machine. True. Videos. Popular. Maybe it's trying to dig a burrow, but can't figure out the concept of down or under. It's just doing what it wants to do, and I'm here for it. Just living its best life. Digging a hole. Excavator and high-speed turns are a bit different vids from just digging. Hold on. Where's the high-speed turns? Why is my rabbit doing this? High speed. Whoa! The little kick. Aren't the little kicks called binkies? Oh. Wow. Zoom. Zoom. Protect themselves from burbs like this? Oh. Someone in the comments said their bunnies saved themselves from a bird by doing this. I see. I'd like a bunny. Yeah, that'd be cool. Aw. Oh, slow motion. Wow. Electric cable protection takes a lot of prep work with rabbits. Yeah. And you can't fuck off to Europe for like 2 months either. Extreme bunny drifting. Well, that was a cool recommendation. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you for that. Holy shit. Do we watch a Joe is Hungry? Joe? Question mark? What the fuck? What? Yeah. Joe? Question mark? I am actually so hungry.
Give me 4 eyes that will figure it out.
We have no bunnies having TV emotes. Just use a Pippo emote.
Well, hello again, hungry people. It is sure good to see you again today. Well, this is the Joe is Hungry channel, and today we're headed over to Taco Bell to try out a returning limited time offer, the Triple Double Crunch Wrap. We're gonna put it through the paces, give it a score right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Before I get started, I'd like to wish Will a very happy birthday and many.
I'm gonna be so for real right now. Also, we never figured out if this dude had a VTuber corner. We saw it that one time, and then we never investigated. But this Crunchwrap thing sounds really good right now. It sounds really good right now.
More to come. Gavin, Lacey, Surakshi. I hope I said that right. Happy birthday to all of you, and thank you for supporting the channel. Tyler, Colton, Sam and Tina, Max, Chloe, Jason and Cooper, Ryan, Jane, Aiden, Agari, Brian, David and Khalid. I want to wish each and every one of you a very hungry, happy birthday. The Triple Double Crunch Wrap, first released in 2016 and sold for $3.49, is made up of one layer of seasoned beef, nacho cheese sauce, on a corn tostada shell, another layer of seasoned beef, more cheese sauce, another tostada shell, lettuce and diced tomatoes, low-fat sour cream, folded into a crunch wrap, and according to Taco Bell, grilled to perfection. Each one of these alone will hinder your diet plans with 700 calories. I have the full nutritional information on the screen and in the description below. A single a la carte Triple Double will pluck $6.49 from your unsuspecting wallet.
God, so in 10 years ago, it was $3 less than it is now. Jesus, slow down. If I want to have the video fast, I'm gonna put it on 2x speed.
Or you can make it a Discovery Lux box for $9 even before taxes in Georgia. Now it's time to see if they can get these out of the window in a timely manner and pass the Joe is Hungry temperature test when they roll the drive-thru app. Taco Bell in Calhoun, Georgia.
How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Can I get for you?
Can I get 3 Triple Double Crunch Wraps?
Inflation scares me. Yeah, it scares me sometimes too. Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff out there.
Anything else?
That's all I need today.
Any sauces for you today?
No, thank you, ma'am.
2103.
Thank you. I've got my crunch wraps. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Crunch wrap number 1 is 143.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Crunch wrap number 2 is 144.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Crunch wrap number 3 is 140.9 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. I would have liked to seen these things a little bit warmer than this. However, they are mixing hot and cold ingredients, and this is, after all, scoop station food. So, Taco Bell, Calhoun, Georgia, you pass the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to unwrap the wrap, inventory the contents, get the scale.
I feel like this is worsening my ADHD somehow. No, dude, so much modern content, so much modern content that I don't consume because I don't really TikTok or shorts that much or whatever, or watch like a lot of the this style content. I feel like genuinely does make my attention, my ability to focus on things worse. Like, actually.
Scales all warmed up, head back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Well, Taco Bell, you got by on that test?
What? Okay, hold on. Enhance chat. What is this little corner right here? I can't tell what this art is. Who are we looking at here? We've got like a little anime corner going on. Not the pickle corner, but Grok. Yeah, Grok. Who is this? What does this mean? By the way, did you already test the thing I sent you? No, I was planning on doing that yesterday, Moon, but then instead I can catch you up on it, but I had a really shit evening yesterday, and I did not do anything productive. In fact, I literally just I literally just disassociated. So, Grok is actually unusable lately. Don't you actually have to use? Don't you have to be like a premium subscriber or something? Hold on. Let me see. I'm a sick Google on it. Hold on. Oh, is it gonna rain? Hold on. No, not screenshots. Camera. Let me go. No, it didn't pull up a specific character. You think it's tied to auto translation? Interesting. I feel like the bottom one will just come up as a block rock shooter. Maybe, but like the top one especially, it seems like every time I see the word errors, I think of Unity. that's some layered trauma for sure.
Temperature test this morning, pretty good considering you're mixing hot and cold ingredients. The next question I have, how's your portion control? Can you make these guys the same size when we take off for your packaging? In other words, set the tear on the scales.
Huge. I cannot with this guy. Yeah, Brainy. Yeah, why didn't you edit your video like this? Why didn't you this is some quality editing, right? I don't know, dude. Where's the edit? That's a good question. That's a good question.
Crunchwrap number 1 is
Oh yeah, did Webby review them yet? That's why I had a shit evening. You can watch the beginning of stream. But basically, I guess I'll give you the quick rundown of it. Wubby, not only did Wubby not watch it, Wubby called Brainy out by name and said, this is not an edit, and then didn't play the video. It was a big fucking L, like a giga fucking L. Like it made no sense. My gas was flabbered. It was really, really, really shitty. It made me feel really, really fucking stupid. And yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck from Wubby to Lubby. That's crazy. Portinko too. Yeah, man, we legitimately, and I put this into the DM that I sent him, but like we legitimately piled into Discord and like had a little watch party. And then it was just like, oh, I fucking guess not. I guess not. I guess not. And I stand by the fact that I think that you submitted a good video and that it would have been well received. I feel like chat would have enjoyed your video. I feel like chat would have enjoyed your video. But he thumbed through it, right? Like he off screen. He didn't even show it. He fast forwarded a bit in the video, and I think all he saw was grid gameplay, and he was just like, this is just grid gameplay. Fucking get this out of here. I was proud of that edit until like half into the stream. I think, no, dude, I feel like you could have been proud of that edit through the whole thing. Okay. There were some edits that were more like goofy for sure. But like, and your edit was more of like a polished product. So like, sure, it may not have won or 100% fit the vibe, but I still feel like it would have been well received. And I think it was probably like one of the best edited videos, full stop. So like, I don't mean in comparison. It was just mostly not being the assignment. Bro, half the fucking videos that we watched weren't the assignment, if not more. Like what the fuck? Like Oakham went to the VOD, said it was better than 95%. Yep. You guys put in the effort is what counts. Get your editing skills to the test and gave what you can. Still proud of you. I mean, we appreciate you saying that. I was happy that my friends decided to take part in something that I cared about. And I was happy that my friends chose to take part in something that I cared about. And I thought it was going to be a cool experience, and then it was not. So, joke's on me. Anyways, back to the Taco Bell review.
13.26 ounces or 376 grams. Crunchwrap number 2 is 13.21 ounces or 375 grams. Crunchwrap number 3 is 12.8.
Doki's looking for shorts editors. Yeah, if you want to post the link to that so more people can like it, man, please feel free. I liked it earlier. Whenever I saw it, that'd be badass.
2 ounces or 364 grams. Well, the difference between the heaviest and the lightest is less than 10% of the average weight of all three. So today, Taco Bell, you pass the
Good job, Taco Bell.
consistency weight test. Well, Taco Bell, they don't give us any serving weights nor nutritional information. There's a little more I can do about that, except add them all up, average them out.
Nah, you're good,
do
Tats.
the
No
math,
worries.
And you come up with a fairly reasonable 50 cents an ounce, which leads us on to the next test, the one and only, the Joe is Hungry Big Reveal.
Oh man, those tomatoes. Bro, there's something about deconstructed Taco Bell that just looks like an absolute horror show. Like that's fucking bad. That's not good. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I saw it go from 7 to 8. I saw it go from 7 likes to 8 likes. Crazy. And yet you still made the joke, Brainy. I'm not gonna lie, that looks like a normal Crunchwrap. It really does not.
This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like.
What? Okay, fuck you. Cut it in half then, bitch. What do you mean this is, what the fuck? Clearly, that's so that you can see inside of it. Joe. Don't make me fucking lose my mind like this, Joe. That's the only Taco Bell food I ever had. I'm probably going to get one of these tonight.
Seen what it looks like, and we saw how much it was. Not a terrible price as far as what it looks like. Well, I don't cut the end of it out to make it look like it's ad photo. I want to show you exactly what you get when you go through the drive-thru.
Okay, well that's fair,
and
Joe.
To me,
that's fair.
It looks kind of like a flat version of its ad photo, which is obviously engaged in a little bit of puffery. So that leaves the one and only, the final test, the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test, engage.
This is my least part. It's my least favorite part of these videos, man. There's something. It's just. Actually, I think it's the. Okay, never mind. It's the, what does he call the part? The sneakadoodle. Yeah, never mind. The sneakadoodle is my least favorite part. Damn, Diet Coke today, dude. Keeping it healthy.
The flour tortilla seemed pretty fresh and soft, well folded, and moderately well grilled. The tomatoes and lettuce, they were cool, fresh, and crispy, and the ground beef was seasoned and very mildly savory. The nacho cheese sauce was tart with a very slight amount of heat, coming in barely out of 1 on the 1 to 10 Joe Heat-O-Meter. The sour cream, although kind of scarce, could actually be tasted, and the tostada shells gave it a nice corn flavor that goes well with the meat, but it got soggy almost immediately. With that being said, let's roll back the clock, see what Shadow Joe thinks, and do the Joe is hungry sneak-a-doodle bite. Sneak-a-doodle bite number 1. Sneak-a-doodle bite number 2.
Bro.
Sneak-a-doodle bite number 3.
Stop. Stop, Joe. We don't need number 4. Stop.
I can detect a very small amount of sour cream. There's a very slight amount of heat in there, almost not enough to register maybe a 1 on the 1 to 10 Joe Heat-O-Meter. There is no crunch left in this crunch wrap. So let's go ahead and let the smart guy give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of...
We should compile the petty complaints from you guys. Good fucking luck, dude. I think I put them out into the world faster than you can compile them, man. But, you know, hey. I'd love to see that.
Fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number it truly deserves. Taco Bell. In spite of your ad photos being kind of misleading, this is actually not a bad deal or even a bad flavor. Had it not been for the extra tostada shell giving it a nice corn flavor, this thing probably would have been kind of bland. You did pass all the metrics. So today I'm gonna go 6.3. That is my number. This is my review. And hopefully I will see you in the next video.
I feel like the other guy that we occasionally watch, the my day is ruined and my disappointment is immeasurable guy, probably did not like that very much. God, my fucking ear hurts. I love that for me. Oh my God. Anywho. Oh, this video can only be good. Chat, do we just call it there for the night? Like, I'm kind of surprised that I even streamed it all today. Look like a super boring meal, to be honest. They're not great or anything, but, you know, I love a good crunch wrap every once in a while. Too quirky for me. Then again, I'm a grumpy old man. No, that's fair. That's totally fair. Another rabbit.
You want to try lemon? Lemon? I don't know if you'll like this.
You're not going to like lemon. Turn back now, rabbit. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Let's see. Rid of that seed. All right, here we go.
Papa Lumi. Never mind, it does like it.
Do you like that? It's a little sour. Okay.
Get the fuck away from me. Actually stopped and thought about its actions and it was like, nah, just kidding. I'm good on that. No, going back again?
I don't know. You haven't
Wait,
seen
you like
Thoughts,
Burnout?
huh?
I do. I love Burnout. Why, what's up?
Yeah.
Oh, Reykjavik video. Okay, hold on. This is just gonna make me sad. Cause I want another Burnout. Fuck yeah, we're gonna watch this, but it is gonna make me sad.
What do a game developer and a sniper have in common? Details. Fear's reload times, Halo 2's jump height, most wanted sense of speed. These things are microscopic compared to graphics, features, or physics. Yet, remove them, and you've changed these games forever. Fear's fast-paced
How's the volume?
combat
We
doesn't
good?
support
Need to be
reloading individual
louder?
shotgun shells. Halo 2's verticality is not compatible with normal gravity, and Most Wanted's intensity can't be communicated by presenting 200 miles an hour like a simulator. To successfully succeed these games, then, is less about remaking content and features, but respecting their details. All the
now I wanna
little
play
decisions
Halo.
a team of people made, intentionally or not, over a period of years that was eventually put into the hands of a player. This is not what Recreation does. This spiritual successor to Burnout, from the original creators of Burnout, does have the ticker.
Can I play
Private
this right now?
licenses, lower third unlocks, and voice actors from Paradise. But I don't view these as details. Human Revolution's 0451 door code is not a detail of Deus Ex, it's a reference. Project Origin's slide kick is a result of fears. But neither of these contribute to recreating the atmospheric or gameplay feel of what they're attempting to succeed. 0451 is only a reference, one that's long been an industry in-joke. You slide kick in Fear and its sequel like you aim a gun in Call of Duty.
Sorry, hold on. I need to look at that right now because that looks sick. Mixed. It came out October 30th of last year. Oh no. Free content packs and updates out now. Okay, all right. We're gonna watch this video first, and then we're gonna go back to that.
And Counter-Strike. You know the ship of Theseus?
Yes.
The thought experiment of...
Bro, we live in a simulation. I was literally talking about the ship of Theseus on Saturday. God, the adventures on Saturday, that was a great time. I could tell that story. That was fun. Anyways, yep.
Is this his boat when all the pieces are replaced? I'm not arguing that Recreation has none of the pieces from Burnout.
Okay.
I am going to argue that it's lacking so many pieces. It's not a boat.
What is it?
You don't need to play Crash Mode to understand the appeal of Burnout's spectacle.
Yeah.
It's not just the ridiculous shapes that cars are slammed into. It's the dozens of sparks bouncing off walls. Hundreds of particles like scrapyard confetti. Bumper guards falling off.
Yes.
Wheels flying off.
Agreed.
Windows gradually cracking. Hoods fighting to hold before they finally give. The thick layers of dust from an impact. Sliding wrecks tripping over their own bumpers. Trails of smoke following your car in aftertouch. But most important of all, the physics. How vehicles move, fly, and interact is just majestic. Despite the sheer intensity of these games from their obvious artifice, it's very rare to see a vehicle in Burnout move erratically. Everybody can get shot to space in Burnout 3, be it you, an opponent, or traffic, and it always puts a smile on my face. Some of Burnout's effects exist in Recreation, but they don't interact in a cohesive or compelling way.
Oh no.
You smother a rival on the highway, and their car is almost pristine. You resemble a dog's chew toy with showroom wheels and working headlights. And sometimes you just... Huh?
Question marks? No, dude.
I want to be clear here. Most of
My
these
people need me.
aren't really bugs. They're not intentional, but inevitable. Sparks barely originate from the body, but are the size of Pringle cans at the wheels. Explosions originate from impact, not the vehicle's components.
No.
Certain components cannot be damaged at all.
No.
Sideswipes accelerate
No.
or decelerate your opponents. Dust and dirt don't kick up during a crash off-road. The particles despawn mid-flight.
Oh, that's good.
Even in its own trailers. It originally disabled object collisions in free roam.
Okay.
Currently, touching a rock still kills you. Put all of these things together.
THQ Nordic pulled the funding for this dedicated 10-person developer team, which is Three Fields Entertainment, basically leaving them to fend for themselves. That sucks, dude. That really sucks. Sadly, I think my headache's coming back. Thor, get some rest. Take care of yourself, dude. We will do our best to have a good rest of the stream.
And the end result is a game where everything,
Common
barring the
THQ Nordic L,
smashables, looks consistently uncanny. These don't look like cars. They don't even look like toy cars. They just look wrong. Constantly and
you know what's really fucking sad about this is that the next time somebody tries to make a successor to Burnout, they're gonna point to this game and be like, look, it flopped. Look, it didn't do well. Like that fucking sucks, man.
Obviously, without deliberately referencing
And
a specific
I would
game that
I would love a new Burnout.
These problems. What does Paradise City have the most of? No. Walls. From Lone Stallion Ranch to Big Surf Island, there's always a wall to facilitate a takedown. Catch your vehicle when losing control, enhance your sense of speed, and giggle at the damage model.
I will say that Paradise City was
sure
just
I
like
need to
really
explain
well done.
How Recreation lacks this. But I know it forced
There's the map
Fields
itself.
Entertainment to change how takedowns work. In Burnout, they demand commitment from players, either by slamming into rivals at such a high speed, or far more commonly, painting the walls with their body panels. The satisfaction of a takedown is that you forced your opponent to crash. Not break down, slow down, or drive off into the sunset. Fucking wreck.
Yes.
But because recreation takes place in GM Flatgrass, there's rarely a wall to facilitate your line of attack, and the endless highway stretches locking everybody at top speed prevent any T-bones, leaving only one solution for the developers: program any opponent to wreck the instant they touch grass. They try to mask this by flipping the vehicle on soft objects, but there's not nearly enough of them to stop a rival wrecking over flat terrain.
It really does. The second that it touches grass, it just like explodes.
That is, being this is the same game where your opponents are just as likely to wreck themselves after rear-ending you. And they have to do this. If they didn't, you wouldn't be able to wreck anyone in recreation. It's
like it didn't even hit
bewildering
anything.
Because a large countryside map interconnected by long highways without a metropolis has been done. Seacrest County is a phenomenal world. Every region is distinct, visually stunning, and mapped to Hot Pursuit's handling, with the game's various abilities for both cops and racers, making even the highway stretches an adrenaline surge.
Oh, I want to play a racing game now, chat.
Paradise's layout was very specific. If there's an intersection, there's an event. This not
God, and think about, like, honestly though,
if there's a
think about when Paradise City was released, man. Like it's not like that big of a map, but it feels huge. I mean, it's also not a small map, like, but it was just like mind blowing. This was like 2013-ish. When was Paradise City released? Paradise City Burnout. 2008, dude. Earlier than I thought. 2008. This shit was released. I don't know. It's just, I think they did a fucking fantastic job with it.
An intersection, there's an event. This not only circumvented the common problem of large open worlds only having a handful of options for the player to choose, but it fueled the player's curiosity to explore
You're still
the world
yet to play it,
while
dude.
still guiding them.
I don't know.
Occasionally found an event you weren't eligible for.
I want to confidently be like, oh yeah, dude, you should absolutely play Burnout City, but like, or Paradise City, but like, you've played so many racing games at this point, like you'd enjoy it. Probably so. I just don't know. I don't know if you would be quite as hyped about it. Like being honest, being realistic about it. I would definitely say play it. I hope that you love it. I hope that you think that it's awesome. I feel like you kind of have to. I play goofy shit like Xbox Undercover and had fun. Yeah.
Another's just one intersection away. Recreation's intersections sometimes have events, but a lot of them don't. And when you're driving to them, there's nothing to see, and the licenses require more events completed to progress.
Damn.
And the 700 Smashables don't remedy this blatantly padded campaign, because they're the most offensive of all.
Really?
Gates in Paradise didn't only exist to give a dribble of dopamine from watching a number go up. They took you to unique places on the map you wouldn't otherwise see, which could be admired and potentially utilized in future competitions to your advantage. It feels weird to even describe this because it's so obvious that it shouldn't need explanation, but apparently it does, because a large chunk of Recreation's gates are just the entrances to parking lots. They don't take you anywhere. There's not even consistency in their placement. Sometimes they cap off the entrance and exit of a dirt road. Sometimes they appear in the middle of a dirt road. Sometimes...
Doki, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? What were you up to? Oh my God, Bees, that is me. Raiders, if you're not familiar with me, I'm Oh My God Bees. Beard Bees is fine and variety BTuber. You catch me streaming most days a week right here on Twitch. It's a real bee. Yeah, I happen to be 3B today. Let me drop you a follow so that I can find you and check out your content. Yeah, Pickled, welcome. Borg, welcome. Doki, welcome. Sion sent us over. Well, thank you. We are watching a video right now about Recreation, which was apparently a Burnout successor, and I'm currently in the middle of being incredibly disappointed. Intimidator, thank you for the check-in. Gambit, thank you for the check-in. What the hell? I'm in the middle of being disappointed and you slap me with cheese. If I remembered what the toggle was for this to be, for me to cry right now, hold on, let me try. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. No. Oh, that's from the, is that from the Redeem? No. What? No. Nope. All right, I'm just gonna be angry at you. I love that I can blend those together. There we go. I didn't know one slice of cheese could do all that to you. It's been a complicated day, and now there's a jar of Biss stuck on my head. How did I even do that? How did I even do that, dude? There we go. Bob? Question mark? Your daily cookie? Your tongue is your ambassador. That's crazy. You could take that a couple different ways. Anyways, thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a great stream. And let's see how much more disappointed I'm going to be from this video. Man, after this video, I'm just going to want to play Burnout Paradise.
They're in a parking lot, and sometimes they don't do any of these things.
No worries. No worries.
Were it not for the
hydrate,
icons,
take care of yourself, raid and run, no worries.
Which gates I drove through in this game. Meanwhile, my original PS3 copy of Paradise doesn't just depict which gates are smashed, it remembers the exact panels I drove through nearly 2 decades ago.
Yup.
It's such a minor detail that helps Paradise feel like not just a playground, but your playground.
Doing well. I am doing well, thank you.
Far more so than changing the banner color in a D-pad menu ever could.
Uh-oh.
That's
Okay.
the level of difference in execution.
It's been a day, but you know what? I'm here hanging out, and it's been a good stream.
Had to patch their game to stop presenting hold bow triggers at events you were not eligible to start. It's
Red, that's so that's so rude, man. The cookie's like, hey, remember to be proper. Oh, you're sick right now? You're sick right now? Yeah, be refined.
painful how basic this is.
Mac, AO?
But somehow, it's not the best example of this game's shocking levels of oversight.
Oh, dude.
Yet another thing Recreation takes from Paradise are burning routes, redubbed reckonings. Unique time trials for each base vehicle that unlocks a faster variant.
I love that so much in Paradise.
There's no obvious indicator for which of these events is the one for your current vehicle.
What?
What you have to do is go into the map and scroll until you spot the one icon that isn't leaving the edges of your screen. That's the one for your car.
Oh.
To recap,
okay.
Recreation takes longer to find events on a bigger map with less gameplay over a longer career, hosting fewer event types and more padded side content. Does it at least look good while doing this? No. Activating Boost in Burnout Revenge doesn't just make you go faster. The car lurches forward like it's trying to escape the camera. The screen shakes like you stepped on a mine. The motion blur initially distorts. Matching
I
the
love
exhaust
you really
ignition
can feel the disdain that he has for
settles
this
into a
game.
level burn. Paradise is calmer, which in Burnout terms means that flames shoot out the size of Scorpion's fireballs. Recreation just zooms out the FOV.
Wow.
Even the crashes are subdued. There's not a forgotten
Tires
frequency
everywhere,
in the
dude.
soundscape when you crash in Burnout. Impacts are like earthquakes, matching the severity of the damage, as your corpse of a vehicle is potentially launched into space.
Do I have Paradise
All the
installed?
effects we highlighted
Do I have
earlier
Paradise
pop
installed?
on screen, not just because they're visually dazzling,
Where the fuck are you?
but supported by sound design to not go quiet until your vehicle is completely settled. Recreation sound design couldn't overwhelm an Xbox Live headset. It's actually kind of amazing just how uneventful crashing a car is in this game. I would maybe even argue they were more entertaining when this game was more broken at release, because at least bizarre shit like this would happen. As opposed to nothing.
That's
and nothing
so
demonstrates that
crazy.
better than after.
They made cars allergic to grass. Like the second that these cars touch grass, they just
bizarre shit like this would happen. As opposed to
it's literally just like, oh, I'm driving, and I touched the grass. That's so wild, dude.
Nothing.
They're like the
Nothing
common gamer
demonstrates
allergic
that
to
better than
grass. Hey,
Aftertouch.
maybe that's what they were going for.
Takedown added a lot to the franchise, but one of its flourishes was the mechanic of controlling
That
your
font
wrecked
looks exactly
vehicle.
like
And to let
Lobster? Is that a
players use this
thing?
new mechanic with intent rather than panic, they also added impact time that slowed things down and altered the soundscape to a borderline horror atmosphere.
Oh,
It's
it
awesome.
does.
Adding variety not just to the game's
does.
incredible sound design, but perfectly scores a player's wickedly evil grin upon taking down a rival with them.
Dude, it actually... I know the perfect font for our game. It just happens to be the top font on DeFont. Nobody will put 2 and 2 together, bro.
This is just slow-mo. The camera
Should have
isn't
used
really
cock
doing
instead.
anything to help
True.
either. Takedowns was satisfying, even with the one shot endlessly repeated, because of the game's physics and damage model, making it look unique every time. Revenge used slowed down tracking shots, supported by a low rumbling bass, to break from the action before transitioning back to real-time blazing speed. Paradise would alternate based on the type of wreck. Recreation has just one wide, instantly triggered with no additional sound design.
Oh.
Even the start sequences are wrong, with yet another callback to Burnout Paradise. Waiting for traffic lights. These were physically in Paradise's world. Their colors glared, the camera shakes, the music builds, your engine revs, and just when the camera dives behind your bumper under green, rivals roar past you. Recreation's lights are spawned from thin air. The tracking shot is stilted, the colors are flat, there's no additional sound design,
Hold on.
and you just
I'm
cut to
sorry.
chase cam. Forced to
What the fuck?
colors are flat, there's no additional sound design, thin air.
Why the fuck is there a stop sign there? What the fuck is that? A red light at the right-hand turn. Yeah, why the fuck is there a stoplight there? That's crazy. GTA mods, bro. That's insulting to the
tracking shot is
mods,
stilted,
man.
The colors are flat, there's no additional sound design.
Well, I mean, the world is suffering from flat, boring lighting with all of the LEDs that are around, but I'll just go back to being an old man yelling at clouds.
And you just cut to chase cam. Forced to wait for all the AI to activate their boost simultaneously, raising the question of why doesn't this game just have them roar past you at the start like in Paradise? Road Rage avoids this by not having any cinematic. Just the chase cam, with a 1 in 4 chance of rivals getting stuck behind you.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Oh.
And the UI is so awful for so many reasons. 3 fields.
Hold on.
And the UI is so awful for so.
Ticker is far too big, stretched, and slow. Way too much clutter. Clock, temperature, revs, speed, gears, etc. Empty record icons looks like placeholders. Map uses a putrid shade of green. Checkpoint symbols from a 1950s lottery ticket, question mark. Too bright to read the road at the satellite tower. Animated text has no punch. Location tag belongs on a get well card. Fonts don't look like they're from the same game. Borked FOV live mix. Graphics settings are in the D-pad menu, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Where you can't pause. Reckonings for your current car are not marked. Start and finish lines are in a separate menu from the live mix. You can delete objects in the start and finish menu but not replace them. Appalling camera speed in live mix. Recommendations often don't load properly. I love this video. I'm very sad that I'm so disappointed right now, though.
So many reasons. 3 fields discussed overhauling it.
No, dude.
It's not just a downgrade from Burnout Paradise, it's a downgrade from 3 Field Entertainment's own beginnings. Dangerous Golf's UI is just Takedown redressed, but that itself is part of the game's unique charm and cohesive aesthetic, from the icons to text and animations. Danger Zone is similarly coherent. Its transitions, prompts, and fonts aren't random picks. They're chosen to build the game's simulation backdrop. But something must have happened, because this is its sequel. And they've not recovered since.
I can't name the games, but I think I definitely remember this being a thing. I think it was more common. I think it was more common back in this era, though. And I'm pretty sure Paradise even has some, like, from a menu that pops up like that they've shown a couple times. But I mean, it's I wouldn't say that it's super common, but I think that it is a thing.
In games, another word for presentation
PC only game to have graphics on a pause menu.
Takedown's presentation is why Lazy Generation lives on, where everything else from the F-ups is relatively forgotten.
Oh, like the whole
Revenge
graphics
feels
menu,
edgier
sure,
because
but
of
like
the shaky cam menus, rusted caution labels, and
some that you can
distorted soundtrack.
toggle outside of
Paradise
it.
feels
I think
wide-eyed and
is
full
a
of
thing.
life, with bright colors, sun-faded signs, and a Guns N' Roses song so on the nose it loops around to being wholesome.
Somehow, I don't know how they pulled that off.
There are cinematic shots in Recreation. The text is animated. There's sound cues, a dinosaur park, races configured to a specific timing
dinosaur park.
condition, lore for its fictional vehicles, illustrations of your progress, and not one, not two, not three, but 17 radio stations? And none of it ever builds to anything. Delete that dinosaur park. What changes? Has the game's world lost some of its identity, its character, someone's unique take on this premise that separates it from every other dinosaur park that's ever existed in a piece of...
Really is kind of a lazy dinosaur park from legally distinct Eggy Park. Yeah. I wanted to think that this was fucking awesome, but I'm gonna be real with you. It's dinosaur statues in a forest. My first Unreal Engine game, you nailed it. That's what I was trying to say. It just feels so, this feels incredibly low effort. Man.
To art? No. It's just a random assortment of objects placed into one part of a copy-pasted forest.
Is it one road?
Delete the observatory from Paradise City. You've changed Burnout Paradise. You've lost the highest views of the city players thoroughly explored or have only just taken a peek at. You've lost one of the most distinct landmarks that instantly orientates your location without opening the map. You've lost its winding roads and big jumps that aren't exactly the same as everything else. Burnout Paradise isn't ruined, but it's lost a piece of what helps it build a unique personality that lives on in the minds of everyone that played it and still plays it. Delete any one of those 17 radio stations. What changes? Nothing. Delete Lazy Generation. What changes? What changes? Fucking everything.
Fair.
From the original creators of Burnout, doesn't make sense. Threefield Entertainment's founders were Burnout's original creators, but they didn't create it by themselves. That first game was the product of more than 30 people, with even more stepping in on each subsequent release, leaving their handprint on all the details that made these games so beloved. Burnout's creators were vital, but so were Burnout's programmers, artists, game designers, sound designers, and many, many more whose absences are sorely felt when the original creators of Burnout are making their fourth successor to it without them. I am not expecting Threefield Entertainment with their dozen team members, limited funds, and default tools to improve what are some of the greatest games of all time. But I am expecting their own games to grow in quality, and they're not. Only in scale. They've gone from crash mode to takedown to Paradise without ever nailing the fundamentals of what they started with. putting their efforts towards making levels bigger with a larger variety of environments and vehicles in Danger Zone 2, rather than improving the crash physics, particle effects, and sound design that stopped the original game, dangerous driving, and now this, from reaching their goal of continuing a legacy. Danger Zone failed to succeed in Crash Mode for the exact same reasons Recreation fails to succeed Paradise.
That is
not respect the details.
Sadly, very common these days, isn't it, Brainy?
Three Fields, I know none of this is because you don't care. I struggle to think of a dozen staffed independent game studio that doesn't care about games, let alone one that is fighting for its existence with hundreds and hundreds of their own patrons donating life support until investment for a future is secured.
And
when I wrote the bulk of this video just after the game's launch, it was a rather pointed critique that in the months of being sick, unable to make it, seemed destined to become an obituary. I am genuinely relieved that it's not. A bad game is definitely less inspiring than one that doesn't exist, and I'd rather Burnout's creators try to bring it back than never be given the chance to. That being said, I do think there's one word that's described you perfectly.
Oof.
That your beginning of small, bite-sized, laser-focused games as a lesson or a foundation for core gameplay was neglected far too early in favor of gameplay features.
Contact's Perfect Dark
Pursued
is the
at all
best
costs,
worst game of his, I say.
including your potential demise. I'm not angry you made a bad game. I'm exhausted that you've been making the same bad game over and over and over again. Starting Recreation, I genuinely wondered if you played Burnout Paradise in the decade since being founded. Because that's what it feels like. Looking at this legacy like a shareholder, as simplistic, superficial supplemental works that only need a few obvious things to make a spiritual successor. When you play Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, you feel the love Team Reptile has for Jet Set Radio bleeding through every detail. They didn't just make a game with cell shading and rollerblades, the way Recreation seems to think Paradise is just an open map and car crashes. They recreated the exact camera distance when characters celebrate. You transition into vertical grinds instantly. Inclines don't diminish your speed. Rival gangs are always introduced dancing in sync. Characters don't move their mouths in cutscenes. They became PhD industry scholars on what works in Jet Set Radio, why it works, and most importantly, what can be improved or should even be outright changed. This is what I wish for Burnout.
Yeah.
I still do. And
Big
if
agree.
you make it, I'll happily be chanting from the rafters and donating to the cause. Because your creation deserves to be so much more than remembered.
Now I just want to play Paradise. I mean, I want to try the Recreation, but
just how incompetent am I? Here's all the appearances I've made elsewhere and for some reason didn't mention outside Twitter.
Hello, Jet Set Radio. I think a lot of us
didn't
did.
Take questions directly
Very cool,
from
very
Patreon
critical video for once.
Until now,
I loved it. It's obvious how much he loves Burnout, and you could feel the disdain for this successor. It's good, man, but I wish there was a big but. Same.
Any interest in BattleTech or MechWarrior? Yes. But admittedly the kind of interest that says, oh, I'll check this out, and then 10 years has gone by and I'm still saying that. Honestly, I'm kind of more interested in the BattleTech universe than the games themselves. Perhaps I should just say fuck it and pick up a novel. Did you know Tame Impala is just one guy? I wonder what the gaming version of this is. Did you know Todd Howard fucked that mountain? After seeing the new Counter-Strike map released representing the Canadian Rockies, what other locations
It did, can confirm.
Proved to be great settings for a video
Was
game?
mountain.
Banff easily could have been Far Cry 5. I've wanted to make laser-scanned rally stages out of Bowen Island, where I used to live for years. The Gaspé Peninsula could do an Alan Wake successor, and man, this country's fucking huge. There's gotta be a million spots I've never even heard of that'd be perfect. Any thoughts on Splinter Cell Chaos Theory soundtrack? That I unironically connected it more to Top Gear than Splinter Cell for about 15 years. Though that itself just speaks to how uniquely cinematic it is.
Dude.
Small wonder the BBC...
What if we just watch some old Top Gear on stream one day? What if we just accidentally watched whole old episodes of old Top Gear?
This track for action montages. I heard some music from the
No, I
Full
think this is
Auto
a good way to
Games
cap off
video.
these videos. I do.
Played them? And if so, what do you think? You did, and I have. Playing Recreation, I decided to delve into this car combat series I never purchased at the time due to middling reviews. And in a way, some of these games' problems stem from aspects of them being too good. Like, I think the frame rate goes down because the destruction and particles are more than these early 7th gen systems can possibly handle. Hopefully they just get even better with emulators to let Full Auto's quality truly shine. Game jamming until your next video upload after this. Give us a prompt to start. SSX. Sandboard Supercross.
Oh, that'd be sick, actually. That could be super cool.
9-inch noise at Coachella. Not enormously, since I
got to see them. Fuck you.
Get to see them.
Well, it wasn't at Coachella
live last year. Though I am extremely jealous of those who got to hear that version of Heresy live.
Yeah, that would have been sick. Good video. Good recommendation. Now I just want to play Burnout Paradise. Now I just want to play Burnout Paradise and listen to 9-inch noise. Damn, dude. Do it. And Wreckfest and chill. Also Wreckfest, dude. Wreckfest would be fun. I need to dust off the old server, though. You uninstalled Wreckfest 1? Well, you could always reinstall it. I could find, I checked. I have Paradise City actually installed. You still have to poke at Wreckfest 2 again? Has there been an update on Wreckfest 2? That's 4 months ago, 8 months ago, 1 month ago. I stray even closer to having my server set up. Bro, I cannot wait, Anger. Let's see what this is.
Second place racing. The objective is simple. To win the race, you gotta get second place. Obviously, this makes the last lap complete destruction. It's a lot of fun. Let's jump right in, shall we?
I want like more of an update from 4 months ago. Let's see what they have to say.
I'm just going to cut to the chase. Today we are looking at Wreckfest 2, a game that for some reason I haven't covered until now. The long-awaited follow-up to one of the best destruction-focused racing games ever made. If you love games that let you smash cars without all the gimmicky power,
please come help with framing. Do you say the word and I'm there, dude. Has there been an update on that? He was going to cut to the chase. He was going to, and then I paused. I'm sorry. This is a personal problem that I struggle with here. And I recognize that it's a me problem. I'm a badge. Good night, Flocks. I think I'll do the shop area framing myself since it's just simple rectangles. Oh, so like the framing around the whole shop. Gotcha. Have you actually talked to a framer yet or anything?
power-ups or arcade stuff, this one might already be on your radar. And if you're like me and you've spent years searching for that perfect blend of realistic metal crunching chaos, Flatout and Wreckfest basically set the gold standard. Although I'll get rid of the realistic part for Flatout. I spent a solid chunk of time playing Wreckfest 2 with what was already in the game and with the Update 4 content that was added near the start of November.
Okay.
So today I'll break down what's great, what still needs work, and whether it's worth your time in early access. So when I first saw coverage of Wreckfest 2 a while back, I'll be honest, the optimization just looked a bit rough. Frame drops, inconsistent performance. To me, it just didn't look ready. But from what I can tell, as of now, the game has improved significantly.
Okay.
The graphics are fantastic, better lighting, better car deformation, and way smoother overall gameplay.
Yes, stats. Oh, buses. I thought you said also bees.
Nice. I mean, it's still early access, so yes, it needs more
monotone British voice. Hold on. Let's see if this helps.
Polishing. But the difference from what I saw a few months ago is night and day. Everything feels more stable, more consistent, and...
Nope, not really.
It's just a lot of fun to play. So how does it feel to actually play? Honestly, pretty great. Controls are smooth and responsive.
I thought you auto-dubbed it to American, but damn,
not sluggish. And the game captures that beautiful balance between realism and arcade fun. If you loved the original Wreckfest, you'll feel right at home here. The destruction physics are as satisfying as ever, with realistic damage that does affect how your car handles. Even the small details, like debris flying across the track, really help sell the chaos. Now before we go any further, if you're a fan of racing games, upcoming games, then why not hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications to stay up to date with my future uploads. And whilst you're at it, if you want to be the first to hear about all my upcoming projects,
4 months ago,
maybe get involved in some giveaways, then why not join my Discord server using the link in the description below. We also just talk about a lot of cool games.
Ah, my God, I'm at 1.25 speed. You're still... It's okay. You can ask me to subscribe, but like, Jesus, bro.
And retro stuff there, so why not? Anyway, what about the game modes and the content within Wreckfest 2? Well, right now, the game is pretty bare bones in terms of content. There's no career mode, no progression, and no money system.
I cannot.
At least not yet.
I cannot.
What you do
Chat,
get
we're
is
going in.
demolition action and just enough vehicles and tracks to stay entertained for a while. It's not a huge amount, but for early access, it's pretty good. That said, if you're expecting a full single-player experience like with the first Wreckfest, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for future updates. Now, before we go over the pros and cons of Wreckfest 2, let's just take a minute to go over what's just been added with the new content update back at the start of November.
Okay, thank you. All right, hold on, chat. I gotta. We're gonna slow it down a little bit here. 1.25x. That's all right. What was added? You're gonna get right to it, right?
So we've got a new track, which is the Crash Canyon 2.0. It's a lot of fun. I don't really have that much to say about the track itself, as I didn't have that much experience with Wreckfest's other tracks, but it is pretty good. There's a new car, the Buggy, which I'm pretty sure is like the meta to win races because this thing is rapid. It might not be the strongest, but it is very fast. And I like using it. It brought me very close to my first online win, which sadly has not actually happened yet, but I'll take second place, because I'm not that good. Now, the other thing this update brings along with it is Crap It, TM, of course, which is a customization tool to change the appearance of your cars however you want. Now, if you're a creative person and love designing different cars and stuff, this will be perfect.
Oh, I will take this opportunity to remind everyone that it has been 1 year since Mume's graduation.
For you. For me, I just painted it green, slapped the word Cledge on the side, and called it a day. But it's very in-depth. You can add rust, dirt, remove those things, loads of different colors, loads of different decals. I look forward to seeing what people can make with this system. It is very cool. I'm just not a very creative person, but either way, the Crap It tool is very cool. Now, let's talk about the overall pros of Wreckfest 2. So, the graphics and effects...
Who cares? Sachi's singing for
The first thing you
Doki?
notice
True.
is the graphical upgrade. The cars look fantastic, the damaging model is top tier, and effects are a big step forward. The game has smoother controls, with the handling feeling refined, whether you're drifting through dirt...
Brother, I cannot. Okay. Anyways, it sounds like RVs, buses, new tracks, more cool stuff. I already have the game. I'm gonna play it again. So, you know, video. Video?
Be good, and on the road to becoming great. If the devs keep pushing updates, and they seem passionate enough to do so.
When I think Mume, I think of the dude that walked in. Me too. And the fact that Pippa saw the same motherfucker at the convention makes me chuckle every time.
I'm actually quite upset.
You mean the brown one? All I know is that I'm too busy respecting her to notice, okay? I'm too busy respecting her to notice the brownness, okay? May or may not have been the brown one, but I am in fact respecting her. What if we need both of the banners, Brainy? What do we do if we need both the banners? No. Oh God! No! No, dude, stop! It's too much. Way too dank. What if I say something political in the middle of all of that? God. Dude, oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. Is it trying to launch on my other monitor? I am really hungry, and we probably are going to call it here before too long. Too long. Maybe installing the EA app, bro. Shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah, I'm just not gonna bother with that. Chat. It is 8 o'clock. That's insane. That is insane. Wait, the EA app is the replacement for Origin? I tried to launch Burnout Paradise and it's like, accept these terms, and now it's uninstalling Origin. Jesus Christ, man. Okay. All right. Moon sent me a fucking TikTok. Here, chat. Let's see what happens.
You're the fastest girl in the whole world.
Oh my God. Absolutely adorable.
Fastest girl in the whole world.
Oh, what the I don't remember my fucking EA account information, bro. I just want to play Burnout. Bro, I literally don't know what email I used for this. Hold on, let me try. That's the gameplay loop. Open Origin, download EA app, reset all account details, play one game, forget. Yeah, right? Okay, let me see if I can do this real quick. Holy shit, I think I'm actually going to get the... Okay, hold on. Well, I got into my old Yahoo account. Was this the email that I needed? The fuck do you mean sign in with... Okay, bro. Okay, so I don't think that's the right email. Question mark? I don't fucking know, dude. Passkeys of the future, bro. They're never janky and work every time. Every time. Like, that's foolproof. Let me get out my fucking fingerprint reader. Okay, what if I do... I don't know what that password is either. Oh my God. Okay. Cool. So I've logged into... Okay. Well, that's pointless. Scan your balls to sign in. I wish I could scan my balls right now to sign in because I don't even... Bro, I don't even remember what email my EA account used. Like, what? Maybe... Hold on. Oh, maybe I figured it out. Hold on. What? I'm going to try one more thing. Is Burnout Paradise in here? No. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for next time. Chad, I think that's a good place to stop. Me with Nikkei. It's a damn salted email. Abandonware. I mean, I own it. I could do that. I'll either figure out how to log into it or I'll pick it up from somewhere. It's not abandoned. Whatever. Then that's fine. That's fine. That's a good place to stop. I'm hungry. I honestly, I had a great stream. I had a good time hanging out with everybody. I was really close to just not streaming today. It was also very late, but you know. So I'm glad that I streamed. I just, I think I'm gonna go get a crunch wrap and watch the new ODS video and relax. And Brainy, thank you for being a chill guy. I appreciate you, dude. I really do. Who's live? Who can we raid? ODS is good. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. When you do an edit, but you're just a chill guy. Oh my God. Kill me. What do you mean an edit? When you do not an edit, dude. My bad. When you do not an edit and you're a chill guy. I'm really sad that we have that as a negative connotation meme now. I'll make a 7TV emote. The word edit will now be blacklisted in the company's Slack. Holy. You know what? Fuck it. We'll raid Anger's suggestion. Tersh, good to see you, dude. Sorry, I'm about to end, but fantastic to see ya. All right, grab a raid message. Watch the new video if you haven't from last week. Let's see some bees over in their chat. And I'll be live on Wednesday. Y'all have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follows, the resubs, the bits, the everything, the raids. What the fuck is this, Brainy? No, I see it now. I see it. That's incredible. All right, grab a raid message, and I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Oh God, where's my Bardo? Ah, God.